Yeah, 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 yeah. In the world made of color and brick, we gather round, every click feels slick. From a hilltop fort to a neon bay, our stories grow with Lego brick we lay. Pixel skies and blocky dreams, working side by side in perfect teams. From castles tall to racing tracks, every plan's got each other's backs. We're carving out our legacy, brick by shining brick, turning pixels into art. It's more than just a trick. You built it with care. Show the world tonight. Lego masterpieces. Damn, that build neat. Every creation is lit, it's fire. As a group we thrive. Best Lego Odyssey community alive. Look, there's a diner from the old main street, and Moxie Circle builds with secret heat. You hit complexity again. Wait, we don't say that word. Don't worry, just fly in pieces, my friend. Blueprints posted, hearts ignite, comments flying through the night. Flipping pieces, techniques that feel so right. That's what the bond of our crew is for. We're crafting joy and block and play. A living world where all can stay. You built it with care. Show the world tonight. Lego masterpieces. Damn, that build neat. Every creation is lit, it's fire. As a group we thrive. Best Lego Odyssey community alive. Oh, every click tells a story known, and every wall says you're not alone. From pieces small to dreams so wide, we lift each other side by side. We build it live. Come and take that ride. The Odyssey's ours. We don't need to hide. Every brick's a heartbeat, every smile a vibe. The Lego Fortnite world, we build it live.
Hello everybody, welcome in. So today's video, we're gonna try to do what we did last week. What we tried to do last week was to update some of these mini ships. A couple years ago, I released some tutorials, and the only small thruster we had at the time was the small thruster. So today, we are going to get specifically the Slave 1 and the X-Wing updated. And if we have time, I'll jump into some other stuff. But I'd like to do, for Craftopia this month, the build prompt. If you guys want to participate, you guys can. Craftopia, I'll make sure I put a link in the description of this video. We have monthly build challenges, and everybody gets showcased. So this month is sci-fi, and with all these additional channels, I had an idea. What? I'm like, why is this giant wall? What is that? Forgot. I logged out in here. But yeah, we're gonna get some of that updated. Build prompt. What we're gonna do here is, I'm thinking with all these channels, I want to look into making a Star Destroyer. Probably, okay, let me see. The one up here is probably the best example. So you see how there's this this like bay right here on this small Star Destroyer. I'm wanting to make a slightly larger version, but with all the new channels, I want to make little mini TIE fighters, as small as I can. We'll make mini TIE fighters, and then I'm gonna make it so you can push a button, which activates a balloon, which breaks an attachment, so that little TIE fighter drops out of the bottom of the Star Destroyer, and then as it drops out, it either hits a trigger plate or maybe you trigger it beforehand. I have to see how this all works. I'll have to do some testing. We'll do that at the end of the video if I have time. And if the little TIE fighter falls out, then it activates, and so you get like a whole fleet of TIE fighters coming out of the bottom of your Star Destroyer. That's my idea. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because the only other idea that I'd had with that was with this one over here. The plan was to have like a swivel door open up. The reason this one's not finished is I was trying to design a swivel door so it would, like, as it would fall out of the sky, it would land and on the ground. But then when you wanted to go up, you push a button so the balloons would pull up. But now we got so many channels to work with like this. The options are limitless. Hey, Vaughn, how's it going? Thank you for your likes. Still very new, more creative than credibility and gaining. I'm genuine. Oh, I am not able to read today. Apparently, I spent 22 hours on my brother's roof this weekend. It was a long weekend, so my brain's still like, what? Let me reread your comment. Hello, Abide. Thank you for your likes. Still very new. More creativity than credibility, but gaining ability. Cool. Sweet. Yeah. I'm happy to help. Okay, so the plan here, we need to find wherever I left my X-Wing. There's an X-Wing around here somewhere, and it is the latest version. Here's this one here that we're gonna have to. I guess this one's technically already updated. We're not messing with that one though. We need to find that X-Wing. Well, where I need that. I need Kaboom's car. Like, where's your car go, man? Where's your car go? Let me see. I gotta find. We'll start with the X-Wing because that one I think will be really easy. Well, technically both of them are going to be pretty easy and it shouldn't take that long. I might have parked it over here. I should have parked it over here. I feel like I let somebody borrow it, and they parked it somewhere. Yeah, oh, that's what it was. I was showing my cousin. I was like, "Hey, dude, come here," because he came in from out of state to help with the roof, and I don't know where he parked it. So we're gonna start with this guy. This is the slave one. I built this one a couple of years back. You even can like go like there's a little hole in the bottom for them to get it to load Han Solo up and steal him and take him away. Oh, my HUD is set super, super tiny. Let me adjust that. The other thing, so we got to get these updated because as soon as I'm trying. When is Thursday? Chat. When is Thursday? Was the 14th a Thursday or is that a Friday? Because we just got what's coming here. I believe I'd have to double check. Kaboom could probably confirm or deny here. We got this. This is the roadmap. This is the roadmap they gave us here. But what I really care about here is when we get all the way to the Lego. Let me zoom just a little bit here. Lego. This is what I care about right here. Look at this. So, Star Wars. We got the 14th, May 14th. What day would that fall on? We get the Lego Fortnite Odyssey portion of this update, which makes me think that we're gonna get an update. Notice like the Grogu, we got the Mandalorian in here. There was some stuff talked about in. I can't remember if it was the devs were talking or who was talking. Somebody mentioned hover bricks. 3 days, sweet. Somebody mentioned the hover brick. It's in writing from the devs. Something about a hover brick. I don't know what that's going to look like. I am really excited for that. And as soon as that happens, wait, left. What do you mean by left? Did I miss? Oh, 3 days left. I'm like, left? What is on the left? I didn't see something. Oh, I guess technically, if I really should put this like this so that way you can see the Fortnite logo too. But yeah, we got May the 14th. Welcome in, Lego Master. Where did I leave my? Oh, yeah, Kaboom is much better about this than I am. He actually like puts flags on his. The problem is if you put flags on yours, then this. Oh hey, look, they actually made a radius with that. Oh, that's good. So here's the problem. If we can find the main island. What the? Oh, this is Otherworld. I did that with my other main world, and it's like there's all kinds of stuff everywhere. Let's look up a picture of the slave one, because I want to try to match the thruster pattern on the back of the slave one. So let me go steal a photo from the intranet. If it will let me steal a photo from the intranet. Let me look up Slave 1, A1, or if you're a Disney fan, it would be the Clone 1. Photo, PHOTO. Here we go. Let me look up a photo real quick. Flying back. Let me see, back. So, I guess it does show the hoverboard is the 14th. Okay, sweet. So, it looks like, I'm trying to remember based upon the movies, when it flies away, I don't want to get it, I would show video, but I don't want to get copyright here. Like, there's the two thrusters, and then there's, like, the row of them above. It almost looks like an upside-down face, kind of. Hey, Wookie, how's it go? Oh, here we go. Let me just steal this photo. I have no clue. It is Amazon's shop. Yeah, it's a poster. I'm gonna steal this. Save as. Search image. Okay. I don't know if this will actually let me pull it up, but we'll go ahead and drop that on screen as a reference photo. And then we'll see if I get copyright issues. Downloads. It used to be a lot easier to just pull photos off the internet. Now it's not so easy, which is probably good. So that way you don't like steal images. Yeah. Let me see. Let me grab it this way. Copy image. Copy image. Let me see if I could do it this way. Sorry, I should have been a little more organized. I got off work late, and then yeah, I got off work late, and then my wife had to work late, so I had to keep an eye on Abide Baby, which is totally cool. I'm just gonna nab a little picture here. Come on, if it will let me. Why can I not grab a screenshot? Print screen. Come on. What the heck is going on? There's a photo here. I just want to grab the photo. I don't want to. Okay, there we go. I think I just nabbed the photo. My computer's being like really slow for some reason, and I'm not sure what's going on. Nope. Let me see. Sorry, chat. My brain is pretty much fried. Let me see. Screenshots. Let me scroll down. Yeah, my PC is being extremely slow. I bet you it's Windows updating in the background. It's like working on it. How long does that take to open a file? Scroll down to the very bottom. Yep, it's here we go. It is here. Sweet. Hello, just grab the photo, drag and drop the photo. Is that being laggy for you guys? I'm curious if it's lagging on your guys' end. But it's like being really laggy. What else do I got going on here? I guess we can close. No, that's fine. So here's a reference photo that I stole off the internet. So it's kind of got that the two dots and the swipe thing. So no, I play that. You need them. The 8Z and balloons did not flip up my massive bird of prey. So now I pray that the hover does. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. So fortunately, I designed this thing strangely. So now we can go ahead and flip it this way, just so we can work on it. I'm going to place it like that, and then I'm going to add, just to keep it in place so it doesn't move on us, let's go ahead and place, I almost feel like, so based upon that photo, okay, you need to stop moving around. You need to stop moving. There we go. That should keep it from moving around while we work on it. So with this design here, we do have just the two thrusters, but looking at the reference photo here, we're going to need, like, the two are fine right there. You just need that line above it, and I think the line will actually help. I'm guessing we should do the small, like, Zeppelin. If we just do a line of Zeppelin thrusters, that might just do it with this guy. Let me try it out. Test it. See if we have any success. So we'll just do 1. That's probably gonna be too many. Probably only be able to do 4. Let's see if this just completely. Man, that's not gonna be quite right. Is the thing. What do you guys think? Well, it's not square because there's. I guess it's just the same width as the other one. So if we just put 4 of those instead of 5, break this one off this here. Then we would need to still assign. We would need to assign these just independent, either one. Easier to just AI and imagine that rise lawyers. I'm not sure, Vaughn. I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. Okay, so we're gonna assign this one to channel 1. This one to channel 1. This one to channel 2. So one thing to note, I haven't made a short about this. Somebody in my comment section actually mentioned that each thruster has a max speed. Well, they mentioned that if you have a smaller thruster makes a bigger one go slower. I did some testing, and here's the answer. Wookie saying hi to Kaboom. Here's the answer. A thruster has a max speed. And if the ship is moving faster than the thruster's max speed, it actually slows the ship down. So if you have a jumbo thruster on your ship, and you activate any thruster that's not a jumbo on your ship, what happens is that thruster says, wow, I am moving way faster than I'm supposed to be moving. And what it'll do is it'll actually slow the ship down. So these thrusters are actually going to slow these down because these travel at, according to my video, I want to say it's like 7 meters per second. And these ones down here, I think, are like 17 or 14 or 12, 14, 17. I don't know. I have to go watch my own video to know. Well, let's see how that works. We may have to shift that down. They probably will have to be shifted down here after we sleep. Okay. Okay. Well, let's hop on here. Okay. So now if we push this, it is slightly down. You see how the whole thing's tipped slightly down? That means that it's too high. But that is more that actually does look better, I think. Because it's going down, that means those need to be moved. But that does actually fly a lot better. Okay, let's see if we can shift those down at all. We'll fly it a little farther away from that. That does look pretty sweet. I'm not sure why the camera is so close on this one, because usually the camera's like really far away. So I'm not sure. Wait, did they? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a second. I need to do a test. Oh, that stupid bug thing. There's a... I want to test something. This is something that I wanted them to do, and I'm kind of wondering if they did it. So my thought here. Let me know what you guys think. What if the different sized... Where's... Oh, I forgot. They're over here now. The vehicles. What if... Where did they put those? Oh, here they are. What if they made it to where the different size seats made the camera different lengths away? So the small driver's seat would make you semi-far away. The medium driver's seat would make you farther away. And the large driver's seat would make the camera really far away. So, like, see this here? Like, that's semi-close. I think what they did is they just made it the size of the ship that determines how far the camera is away. And that's totally fine. Let me give me a second. My dad just called me. Let me make sure, see if he doesn't need something. Doop-a-doop-doop. Come on. My phone's now being slow. Doop, doop, doop. I might have to pop out and take a call. We'll see. So it would be kind of cool. Yeah, so it's just the same. So this actually works pretty good. I would be okay with this. So the concept, the answer is the camera's distance. Okay, that's good. It used to be that your camera was just really, really close. Yes, Vaughn, I believe so. I would have to do more testing to double check and confirm that one. But actually, here we go. I can do a really quick test for you. So let me just make myself. Nope. See, my old design, I put one of these guys down, and then I put a couple large thrusters on the bottom. But now with the jumbo thrusters, if you put 2 jumbo thrusters on the bottom of that, that's really suspicious. I'm just not gonna lie. We're not doing that. We're gonna do this one like this, and we're gonna put 3. I'm gonna put one in the center, and I'm gonna shift. We're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put a couple of these Zeppelin steering thrusters on the side. And we're gonna assign them to steering channels here. Assign this one to channel 1, and then assign this to channel 2, and then we're just gonna need to throw a large balloon in the center here, just to get us off the ground. How's that for an ugly ship? But this is just for testing purposes here. So you're traveling. There should be a significant. Ooh. Oh, hold up. Somebody doesn't know how to build a ship. No, I don't want to get. I want off of the ship. Not. Not that far off of the ship. Also, what is it going on my PC? Doop. Okay, break that one. Okay, so let's now, since it was going down, we're gonna go there, but we're gonna go up 2. There, but up 2. There, but can you stop moving? There, but up 2. There, but up 2. So, okay, what the heck? No, now that's no. Okay, this bug really bugs. No, I do not want to get in and out of the seat. That's a really annoying bug. We're gonna move up 2 of these down. So I do appreciate the new steering. It is a lot better, but it is harder to fine tune ships. It's so hard to when a ship keeps moving on you. It's really hard. Okay, let me do this test. Sorry, I'm supposed to be working on these ships. Okay, I will have to do more testing for you later. I am not. This is not going the. Stop! I don't want to do that. Yeah, I will do more testing for you later. When I was just having them, I had jumbo thrusters in the front, and then I added some of the large thrusters in one of my tests, and I timed it. What I did, here's actually how I do my timing. Instead of trying to just like do a distance, I know there are other creators that use a distance marker. They just started a starting line and then see how long it takes to get from point A to point B. I think that is a poor test because it takes time for your ship to get up to its max speed or max velocity. So what I do, it's really simple here. Here's what I do. Let's gain some altitude. Ooh, let's gain some altitude first. So this is actually pretty good here. So what I do is I just get up to max speed while I'm recording, and then what I do is I ping myself, and then what you can do is you just fly away as long as you're traveling in a straight line. Apparently this thing's drifting off to one side. I don't really know why, but if you're traveling in a straight line, then what you can do is you can go back in a in editing software, and you can count. You can say, okay, so if I just start at if I do 10 seconds, then that means it took me 10 seconds to travel. Okay, it's meters per second, so it's. I always get confused on my math, and I have to double check myself. Checking speed is meters per second. So I'm trying to think if that's meters divided by seconds or seconds divided by meters. I think that's seconds divided by meters. Kaboom! I need you to help me here. Math is meters per second or chat. Meters per second is if you want to find meters per second, you divide the meters by seconds or the seconds by meters. One of those. When I did the video, I made sure I got it right. But then what you do is you just go 10 seconds, because if we just did 1 second, it's not a big enough pool. But if you take a long enough distance and then you divide the distance by time, then we can just see those meters, visually see those meters once we hit max speed. So we first make sure that we hit max speed, and then we make sure we're going in a straight line, and then you can calculate your meters per second in the air with no. So it's not like a ground test, because if it's on the ground, like other creators have done, then you have friction. So we don't have that ground friction. You do still have air friction, but there's no way to overcome that. The other thing we need to do for testing, yeah, that's pretty good. That's much better. So that lets us come in here. Oh, then we should be able to turn that off. Yeah. So yeah, I have not learned how to get off the ground really easy. But yeah. So the other test that I saw another creator. This bugged me, and I try to be very respectful. And I really appreciate this other creator. They do a lot of other testing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. We'll keep that on screen for a second. Let's try moving those thrusters down. Thank you, Kumuma. I appreciate that. So this is modified here. Let's see if we can shift those down by one stud. Maybe, if I can. And of course it's gonna get dark. I finished filming the speeder video that I posted last night. I finished filming at like midnight. Well, no, it was 11:30, and I realized that I kind of screwed up the end of the recording because it definitely they were like I filmed in the dark, and I didn't realize it till after the fact because I got so excited. Let's see, can we get those any lower? That may just have to be what it is, because those don't go down any lower. The only other thing we could do is we could shift onto this piece, see if that gets us slightly lower. Nope, that does not get us lower. So we could pull from... Is there any other thing that's moving down a half a step? Let me see. That looks like it's a whole step. Maybe. No, we can't pull off of that is the problem. What if I go up here and then I shift down? Nope. What if I go off the bottom of the other thruster and rotate it around? Nope. Nope. Okay, so the answer is for this one, the updated version, is you just add 4 thrusters. This is good enough, honestly, because you're not really flying this one for like perfection. So I didn't add more thrusters originally because it didn't make sense to. Well, first of all, it had way too much power. The 2 thrusters was enough power, and now we have an updated version of the Slave 1 where we have that iconic thruster placement back here. So if you want to build this design, if I can catch up to it, if you want to build this design, you can. Oh, actually, let's just see. We can almost just. Ooh, glitchy. It's kind of laggy over here. So the nice thing about this ship here is you can do this to gain some altitude, if you want, and you can kind of switch between. Hey Seeker, how's it going? We are updating some of my old tutorials. So the cool thing is you can gain altitude with this guy. This one's more for just looks. It's not actually functionality. But when I give you a tutorial, I'm generally trying to push the bounds of something in the game. So even if you don't plan on building, one of these, I would recommend that you watch the tutorial. I'm not a master builder like Puck. I have built a lot of things in the past, and there are some cool things that I do in my building techniques that you could learn something. Like the balloon on the top of this. It's centered. It's not off to one side. There's a tutorial. There's a tutorial for that, and you can see exactly how I'm doing that. The other thing with this here, this design, is we're able to switch the position of the balloon to gain max altitude. So in a tiny ship with one balloon, I could achieve, if I can not ping, I could easily get up on top of those mountains with one balloon. So like there's things that you could. Let me see if I can land this here. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can land this. And this and land. Oh, not quite. Close. Oh, landed in a tree is the answer. Over here it gets laggy and glitchy. Let's go see if we can find that X-Wing. And then we will, we'll see if we can go find that X-Wing after we sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Yeah, so Seeker, I am doing pretty well. I'm pretty tired. I spent 22 hours on a roof with my brother. He's redoing his roof. And yeah, he's got an old farmhouse. It's got a lower and upper level and then an attic space. And all three of them have high ceilings. So we need to be tied off. So I took Friday off of work and we went over there and I got 3 lines up there. I had 3 harnesses. We were tied in while we were working. Ripped off the remainder of the old roof. And then started put down all the sheeting. We rebuilt the top of the roof to a point, so that way, because he's putting steel on the roof, it was gonna be a lot easier. So I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, we're doing pretty good. So we have that one there. Let's redo. Let's redo. So we have that one done. We gotta find the X-wing. Where did the X-wing? I think the X-wing got parked down here, unfortunately. Let me go see if I can find it. See if I can find it. Chat, keep your eyes peeled. If you see an X-wing, let me know. X-wing. If I had to build it, I could. Where did he park the X-wing? Yeah, I was showing my cousin, and he was like all excited about all the different Star Wars ones. Did he park it over here? Oh, there's another. There's another one of those. Slave ones, but not what we're looking for. Maybe I should lower my graphic settings or my graphic range. Let me scroll down here, see what it's set to. Oh, yeah, that might be why the game's lagging a little bit. Let me turn those down just a little bit. Apply. Yeah, I had it all on Epic because I was recording earlier. Oh, fun fact here. This is how I build. I pull random pieces and I try to make I want to make it in my ship. As I come up with ideas. And I put them off to the side as I'm building. Oh, hey, if you want to see how far Mad Puck has come, I believe this is one of Mad Puck's early. I think this one's Mad Puck. This is one of Mad Puck's early TIE Fighter designs. Mad Puck, this is really good already. Back in the day, there was like, what? No way you could build that. And then he's gone and built even more impressive things. I'm not seeing the X-Wing. Hey, Burger Gang, how's it going? I'm getting ready to update the X-Wing. I made a mini X-Wing. I can't find it though. I did make one. I promise. I have a tutorial. I promise I made one. There should be a bunch over here. If I can't find it, it should be one over here. There's got to be one somewhere. There's got to be one. Oh, here we go. Here's an X-Wing. This is probably not the right one. The problem is if I make a tutorial, if I update, yeah, I think this one. Yeah, this is an older version. This is an older version of the X-Wing. Because we need it. Well, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll just leave you there. I didn't really need you anyways. We'll just leave that guy there. I may have to build. I really didn't want to build one on stream because that takes time. Is there an X-Wing in the trough? Nope. All my X-Wings have been flowed away. Where did he leave that X-Wing? Yeah, I'm doing good. A little bit tired, but good. I'm trying to. Where did I park that X-Wing? That thing really just ran away. Yeah, I didn't want to be flown. The problem is I can't. What I'm trying to do is I have some older tutorials that physics has changed enough that they don't work properly anymore. If you see, oh yeah, here's a cool test. So different materials has different weight. So that right there is wood versus granite, proving that granite weighs more than wood. Not that that's important to what we're talking about, but where? I honestly don't know where this X-Wing is. Maybe it's probably up here. That's not an X-Wing. That's not an X-Wing. Is that an X-Wing? Because it could be up here. It honestly could be up here. Is that an X-Wing? Please tell me that's an X-Wing. X-Wing, X-Wing, X-Wing. That is not an X-Wing. That that's the remainder of an X-Wing. So yes, technically this was an X-Wing at one point of its life. Scorch, AJ, how's it going? Used to have the picture on. Oh yeah, thanks. Sorry, I appreciate that. Let me get rid of that. That's covering. Why is that covering so much of the screen? That's annoying. That's really annoying. Sorry about that. Okay. So I can't find one of the X-Wings, which means I probably need to rebuild one. off of the tutorial, which is kind of dumb. Or I could build it from memory. I don't know if I could. It's been like over a year, like a year and a half, 2 years since I built the X-Wing. So I don't know. And that one I had to really dial in. I'm probably going to actually have to pull up the tutorial and watch it on stream, which is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, where did my cousin park the X-Wing? I'm going to have to give up here soon, because I'm not seeing it. I know he was flying it around here, and I know he didn't leave. Oh, here we go. Come on, this be it, please. I think this is the old version, because the new version has Falcons, Millennium Falcons. Yes, these are Falcons. The problem is the swivels are broken. These are Falcons. So this one here is probably one of the most recent. I think this is the most recent version. The problem is it's broken. The cool thing with this one here, so the problem is the swivel. Hey, the swivel's actually not broken. I have no clue why the swivel's not broken. So this one here, yeah, it's the Millennium Falcon. So this one actually uses swivels. This one actually uses swivels to turn, because it uses that bottom plate on the bottom there to turn. Because back, I think this was made. This one was made. Hey, Serto, how's it going? So cool. You want to make a full Star Wars island with some on? That would be sweet, man. So I can make a tutorial for this at some point. The problem is swivels are currently broken. I have no clue how that swivel has not broken. This is like the only one that's not broken, and I don't know. Yeah, I do not know why that swivel is not broken. But yeah, as you can see, I actually got far enough to where I was working on a tutorial like a year and a half ago. The tutorial is halfway done and has not made any progress in 2 years because the swivels are broken. So it doesn't make sense for me to make a tutorial for something that's broken. Swivels aren't broken for you, Lego Master? I thought the swivels were having all kinds of issues. I'll have to talk to Rooster81. I know he's been doing a bunch of stuff with swivels. But yeah, so I guess I could technically release a tutorial for it. Physics changed, so it doesn't fly as well as it used to. Because you used to be able to do like do these pretty cool like banking maneuvers with it. Like you could be like, oh, and then you could. It was quite a bit of fun to try to fly. To fly through these, like, see, it's not flat. This thing used to fly flat, but then something changed. There we go. That's maybe a little more flat. Yeah, this thing used to fly flat, but now like physics has changed. But it's fun to fly this guy through here. Oh, cave discovered. What do you mean cave discovered? Oh yeah, I crashed the Millennium Falcon. But yeah, so this was originally designed. I really was trying to push what swivels could do, and trying to make ships that the swivel wasn't just a. Yeah. The other problem is I've really pushed myself towards making free builds, and this one is technically not made with free parts. The parts were free when I made it, but they were from the free portion of the Mos Eisley stuff when we first got that. So yeah, if you want to look at this, you're more than welcome to try to rehash it from this video. Just don't post a tutorial about it if you're gonna steal my design. But yeah, if you want to build it, so all I did is like you put all a bunch of those balloons in like that. You have these two arcs, and then you just kind of put little pieces like that. You probably could put jumbo thrusters in there at that point. Here's an example. So then once that swivel there gets mounted in the center, just barely attached, and then you use those Mos Eisley pieces as the bottom. That way you kind of get that disc shape. Yeah, you're good. But yeah, if you want to watch this, if you want to, you're more than welcome to. So what I did is then I pulled, because this brick you can snap off the side of it. So then I lined up the balloons on that side and balloons on the other side. And then what I did here is you attach from the Mos Eisley like awnings. I think they're awnings. Are they? Yeah, no, they are. Should be here. Yeah, it's the most isolated pieces, these. And then I just, like, I tucked in, for the official one there, I actually tucked a little piece on the side of this, on the inside, just to kind of bulk those out a little bit. And then I just layered those circles coming back in, and some smaller circles, these vent pieces on the back. The one fancy thing that I did do with this, if you see this, the balloons are inside of the ship. If you go look up, I've got my a video titled Balloon Tricks. It's an old video. Oh, I got a kitty cat sleeping behind me. So what I did, you can't wait for Legos to come back. What do you mean? What do you mean by Legos to come? Legos are back. So what I did here is if you watch the Balloon Tricks video, what I did is I actually took this back half, and it is slid back into place and then bolted like with this half circle. It's actually bolted back in place on top of those balloons. So, the shop build kit. Yes. Yeah, we desperately need those. I would love that. But yeah, if you just have the Mos Eisley set, I'm pretty sure that's the only set you technically need for this. The rest of everything else was free. I have pushed myself to where I don't use, I don't release a tutorial for a paid set unless I also include a free version. Because I don't want somebody to not be able to build what I made. That's why that Podracer that you saw, took me a little bit to get that one out, because I wanted to make a free version. Which luckily, I was so excited when I noticed that we had in the vehicle parts, you have the Luftlama longboat, the railing. That piece is free. Ooh, dude. Ooh, there's a skeleton railing too. That could make a really cool Podracer. They came to the shop last May, so maybe in a few days they will come back. I would love that, Lego Master. I would be very happy about that. Bed is claimed by another player. There ain't nobody else here. This is my bed. I want to sleep. I want it to be daytime again. It's creative. I shouldn't have to sleep because it's creative. If I want day-night cycle, I go to not creative. Yeah, sorry. We need to get back to this X-Wing now that I lost the X-Wing again, probably. So the X-Wing, I want to say that there is... Where is that? Where did I put the X-Wing, chat? The X-Wing was... Oh, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. I needed the most updated version of the X-Wing. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build the X-Wing. Sorry, chat. I may have to pull up my own... I may have to watch my own video on how to build the X-Wing. Just as a refresher to myself. Let me pull that up. You guys have to just bear with me. I have a tutorial for it if you guys want to build it. But then we'll just modify it slightly. Because what I want to do is instead of having the 2 thrusters, because if you put 4 of them on, it went too fast. Is that a Star Destroyer? Yes, Lego Master, that is a Star Destroyer. That's this one up here. And I will eventually get a version of that. The problem is what I'm doing for this Star Destroyer here, this piece here is from the Mos Eisley set, is how I was getting that angle. And that piece is not free. So even though it's not technically used as part of the ship, in the process of making it, you would need that piece. So I need to find another one that gives me that angle consistently. But yeah, so this is a mini Star Destroyer. So this one here uses for the battery missiles on the side. It uses a spoon and it uses the spoon and the mixer as the turret guns, and the top pieces are trash cans. And this thing is not balanced at all. Physics has changed. I don't think I ever got this one very well balanced. But yeah, it is a mini Star Destroyer. I've seen, yeah, use a roof piece like Madpuck. Is the roof piece free? That's what I need to know. I want to leave the driver's seat. No, I don't want to be on the driver's seat. So yeah, there is a Star Destroyer in the background. Also, oh, that must be because I needed to. Okay. Oh, the swivel's broken on that one. Oh, and now I'm upside down. That's fine. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's just remake the. Oh, Also wanted to make I had a really cool lift truck before swivels broke. You can actually see it on, I produced a short for it, and then I was going to make like this whole lift truck with the boom and like sit down in there. But I never got around to it. But it even has storage back in there. See that? It's got a little storage. Sorry. X-Wing. Let's go modify that one. So the answer with the slave one is you just add the 4 thrusters. For the X-Wing, let's real quick pull up that tutorial. Let me look up the X-Wing tutorial and follow that. X-Wing, free and paid. Dude, we spent like so much time with the intro on that video. It's actually kind of insane. Okay. So let me grab stairs. I don't even know if I know how to do this anymore. So let's grab a set of stairs. And then we need... Actually, do I need that specific set of stairs? I might need that specific set of stairs. Hold up. Because with the stairs, I used... Oh, those are different. I don't know if it matters. I used the salty seaport ones. I know I pulled on one of these. I pulled off of one of the stairs, so I got to make sure that I don't use the wrong one. So we need to put one of those railings. Well, we need to put 2 of these railings. So the fence is here. Got to scroll down to the salty seaport. We do 2 of these. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of mad. I looked through all the parts to find this angle. And then somebody else dropped an identical X-Wing and used this. I'm like, dude, man, I spent a lot of time trying to find this correct angle, and then they just came in here and stole my stuff. It's fine. Credit would have been nice, though. So we're going to pull those angles there and there. And then next we need to grab, let me see, what piece am I grabbing? We're going to grab, I guess I could do it in all kinds of colors now. Should be fun. Ooh, okay. So I guess I'm pulling off the bottom. I guess I'm pulling off the bottom of that. I think I got that right. We're going to grab the... Why am I grabbing? Oh, I guess... So that's... Because this is the free build here, we needed... where is it? This guy. This is the only one that's kind of got that notch in the end, so it makes it look like it's... Oh, I can't pull off the bottom. We're going to have to nudge that down because I can't... Because you can't pull angles off of pressure plates like you used to be able to. So I guess I'm going 2 past. I think I'm going 2 past. No, I'm in line. And then we're going to pull off the bottom of the other plate. Okay, we got to go off the bottom of the other one. And then we go right there. There we go. That's nice. You can use that for the starter star. Yeah, I can. This angle is a steeper angle than the other one. So I don't know if this would... Yeah, see how steep this angle is? Because with the X-Wing, I wanted them to be open. So here, if you want to see what it looks like, yes, I pull and then I pull and then I pull angles off and then I test other angles and then I eventually come up with an X-Wing. Yeah, so there's all kinds of compound angles that you're trying to find what gives you the right angle. I guess this was part of some of the testing that I did. And I tried so many ways to come up with the correct tight angle, and then you got to make sure that it's repeatable and simple for tutorial. Like, here you go. Here's an angle. Trying to pull all of the angles for all of the things. Okay, this is actually kind of like nostalgic, building it in the same yard that I built the original. So we got 2 of those, and then what we should be able to do now is grab. I guess I'm done with those. Yeah. So we are done with these 2. Break that and that. And then we're gonna need to grab. Oh, okay. That's kind of annoying. I forgot. So, because what happens is we need to be able to now have something to attach to. So I grabbed one of these and we sticked it right here. And then I'm sure this is so interesting watching me do a tutorial on watching my own tutorial. Let's see, we can grab this guy right here and then pull it towards me and then down into the ground, and then the same thing probably on the other side. Nope, just on one side. I don't remember why I have to do that, but we're just going to follow our own tutorial because apparently I knew what I was doing back then. But this time we're going to place it on top. Shift it till it lines up there. We should be able to do the same thing on the other side too, I think. Because there's actually a small gap between the two of them. And then here's the cool part. Here's the cool part. So with a free piece here, I'm gonna do this one with the free one, for the tutorial. Well, this one here I'm just gonna use the free parts. So you got the wall hangings. This is where I look through every single option. So in this version I use the square. The other one you could use would be this guy if you had the paid parts. But this one technically is part of the Rebel survival stuff. So this guy here, we're gonna go off of. My crosshairs are on the bottom. Where are my crosshairs? Sorry, I gotta watch my own tutorial. Because what's cool is I'm actually pulling off of the. Oh no, I'm just pulling directly off the floor. Okay. Sweet. Gotta figure that out. Right there. So what that does is that gives us that plus. The reason that you need this piece is it's like the smallest thing that can go right there, and still fit. Okay, let me see. So we should be able to now break this guy. Then we're gonna need to add that front piece. Shift it. How far back are we going? Hold up. Slow down, Abide Guy. You're going way too fast in your tutorials. Which do you guys prefer? I don't know if you guys saw my other tutorials. The one with the Podracer or the mini Podracer. Which tutorial do you guys like better? Because I did for the mini Podracer. I'm really fast. I had it really cut down, really concise. With the regular Podracer, I built it a couple times, and then I just straight up recorded myself building it. I didn't really have a lot of time, so I didn't have time to edit it down. And then, so it took me like 4 minutes to build. It's a lot simpler of a build, so I was able to just have the raw footage in the video not be super long. I think, let me see. I'm not sure. It's like, in one regard, it's nicer to be able to have a tutorial that's easier to follow. And so if it's not super fast, it's a little easier to follow. Okay, so, that's why I did that. So the reason that we needed that other piece over there is because now we can break this off, and it's supported by that side piece, so we can work on the nose here. Next, we're going to need to grab another one of those. Okay, I guess this one goes on the bottom. The other thing with this tutorial that I found is we could... I still have that habit of crouching because it used to be that crouching gave you a slight height difference. Okay, so we got that piece there, and we need. Oh wait, what? What bad guy? Where did you get that red balloon from? Oh, didn't follow your own tutorial. Hold up. So we're gonna sneak a red balloon inside of that gap, but it has to be slightly lower. But now that we have you used to not be able to adjust the height of a balloon. Why is it always nighttime? It is always nighttime. I swear, it is always... And I can't sleep yet. Why cannot sleep? The sun is basically down. I need a place where it's always bright and sunny. So, should be able to pull off this guy here and then tuck it all the way back on the inside. And then let's nudge it down. What? I thought I sneaked a balloon. Oh, okay. So it goes forward here. Goes right there. And then we're going to put a driver's seat in front. Now it's night. Now we can actually sleep. Stop. Or we can vault. I'm not sure which. One of the two. Okay. Got to put a driver's seat in the front. Let me see. Driver's seat. Driver's seat in the front, and then we can put another one in front. Really? Oh, it's the 4-piece there. It's the smaller one. The floor piece. Sorry, I thought I had one of these just sitting around. I did not mean to turn this into a tutorial. Okay. Now we're gonna need to grab, I guess another one. Stack 2 of them on top of each other. That looks good. Oh, yeah. Because we used to not be able to nudge, so I couldn't have nudged that up. Oh, the other reason that I made this out of frost pine is I wanted to make it so it was sturdy. The thing that people, I think they don't realize is somebody left a comment on my video saying that the new Podracer is like, oh, you hit anything, it's gonna break. Well, no. Damage is calculated based upon weight times mass. So if you have a really light ship, you can pretty much drop it from any height and it's totally fine. It's not a problem. Let's see, I went down to lamps. Okay, yeah, here's the free version. So if we go over to lamps, who's excited for the hover brick? What are you guys gonna first build with it? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I'm thinking the first thing that I need to do with that hover brick is give a modified version of the Podracer that I was doing. What am I doing here for? So I'm going up. Okay. Right there. And that means that one has to go down then. And then we need to go up and then go down. Do we actually go up or down? Well, let's just start with this one here. I'm jumping ahead. I'm not following my own tutorial, man. No, you want me to tell you something? You want to know how to unsuck at building? Is you build a lot. But you're only going to build a lot if you really enjoy building. So you first have to really enjoy doing it. And then it makes things a lot easier. I should build a tutorial like on how I build. Well, how's that one's centered? I guess that one is kind of centered. Let's add that last lamp here. So what I do is I just come up with a concept. I'm like, hey, I want this, and then I just look through all of the free parts until I build it how I want it. So here's where the ship has to differ. With the original one here, this is the whole thing. But with the original one, we just had 2 thrusters in the back here. But oh, wait a minute. We're not done yet, because there's the. How did I thought I added. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not done yet. Okay. What did I do? I did the trash cans. Okay. That's what it was. So I pushed the trash cans in and up. You know, the thing is the Podracer almost looks. This one almost looks better with the larger thrusters. So I don't know if I need to modify it. Well, I need to modify it because they were too fast. So that one can go there. The problem... Well, let me look up a picture of an actual X-Wing. Let me see if I can steal another photo. X-Wing! Let's look up X-Wing photos. X-Wing. Let's look at original one here. Let me steal a picture here. There we go. Let me then go over here and we can drop in that photo that I just stealed off the internet. Okay, not downloads. We got to go to pictures, screenshots. Here we go. So here's a X-Wing that we got to work with here. Let me make that image small. Well, actually, let me make it really big for a second just to look at it. So they've got... So the top pieces, they kind of stick up a little bit. And then the bottom ones, they stick down a little bit. I guess so they don't run into each other, which makes sense. So let's see what we can do with the Zeppelin thruster. Because I'm thinking the Zeppelin thruster may be kind of the way to go with this one here. We got, again, just those... Because with these minis, they're so small um, they're so small that like the regular thrusters are just too powerful for them. So we got that kind of up, and then these are gonna go kind of down. Well, they almost sit really nice with each other like that though. But they're in a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I quite like the look of that. Let me see what I did with the original one, because I probably shouldn't be changing that up. Are they actually just up against each other? No, they're out by one. That's what it is. The problem is the reason that they're out further is because they originally you needed them to be farther out for power's sake. But now that the steering is a lot tighter, they almost need to be. So yeah, I would. Okay, so Lego Master said I made a Jedi Interceptor, but my brain isn't as creative as 1 year ago. Hey Caleb, welcome in. So we figured out how to. If you're curious, if you're just popping in here, we did just figure out how to fix the slave one, and it's just putting 4 Zeppelin thrusters on the back to finish that. Caleb, my day is going great. I am extremely tired. I spent 22 hours on a roof this weekend helping my brother, and I'm beat, man. I'm beat. But now I'm actually kind of happy because we're working on the X-wing here. We got to modify the old design. And I'm wondering how was your weekend, Caleb? And are you excited for the Star Wars stuff that's coming? And what are you gonna build? What are you gonna build with the new parts? I mean, another part is in the way. Lies! Do not lie to me. There's not another part in the way. You are telling me lies. Ooh, I can place that there. Okay, let me rotate it. Let me see if that does it. Rotate it again. What the heck? Okay, so let me try this instead. So if we pushed it here and then shifted it in, rotate it, shift it in, nope. Okay, so here's what we can do. We can take and put this on top, and if we pull off of that instead, there we go. Okay, so what if we used, half serious here, what if we use, okay, here, I'm onto something here. Oh, they have to be out a little bit because of, Let me look at my X-wing design here just a second. So the X-wing here, it's got the bigger pieces in the front and the smaller in the back. I almost wonder if we do have the 4 for going forward, but then we use just the smaller Zeppelin thruster. Let me make that picture bigger again. I can't see that tiny photo. Okay, so, Then well, you have not, my young Padawan. Caleb says I was getting really excited, and I'll probably do somebody's tutorial. I don't know whose tutorial you're gonna do. I just dropped a couple, and I'm definitely going to figure out the Mandalorian speeder. I kind of thought about doing that on today's stream, but I need a hover brick. I need the hover brick so I can do that tutorial. I can do that build. Okay, so I almost think they need to be in. Hey, Ottawa, how's Orawa? I keep messing up your name. How's it going, sir? So now I need. Okay. In order for this to work, the thrusters need to be shifted in really far. But the problem is these here won't fit right there. They have to be out. And for those thrusters to be out so far, then... Oh, that thruster is not angled right at all. Are we getting that bug? Yeah, I think I am. Yep, there we go. That's better. So because they're so far out... I don't like it. because they have. I want them to line up with the. That's probably fine. So I just need to move the trash cans out just a little bit. Yeah, you just gotta practice, man. Okay, so we'll move these trash cans. We'll move them all out. I would rather they be tucked in a little bit tighter, but I can't get the thrusters as tight as I want them to be. So we go as far as they could go in, and then we out by one. Go as far as we could go in, and then out by one. But I don't know. Kind of wish that they didn't have to go quite so far out. Oh, that's what it was. I also dropped. So go in as far as we can go, and out by one. This one needs to be down by one. Forgot about that. There we go. That looks better. Okay. Shift this one down by one. Yeah, so what I really should do is I should show you guys some of the very first things that I built, so that way you guys can get some hope. If you say that you're not, if you're not any good at building, I should show you the first things that I built. Unfortunately, I don't know if I could find some. Actually, you know, I don't want to spoil it. I don't know. Okay, well, if you guys are watching right now, I'm going to show you guys a video that only has 2 views. I'm going to show a video that only has 2 views. It is the very first video that I uploaded to YouTube. I actually uploaded it as a test because I wanted to know if I could, like, what it would, how the whole upload process. So let me show you something I was really, really proud of 2 years ago. And then let me grab that. Bide guy. No, I don't want YouTube Studio. I want YouTube. So yeah, you guys are gonna be a select few people. I was trying. Yes, I will probably eventually like make this officially like published. Maybe as some like big milestone, but I'll show you guys because you guys are cool and you guys are here today. Let me show you. This is to encourage you, to show you that like you don't have to be what? Oh, because it's unlisted. I have to grab it from my content. I have to grab it from YouTube Studio because it's unlisted. Oh my goodness, I have 53 videos. Okay, here you go. This video has 2 views, and I believe one of them is my view, or maybe both of them are my views. If you guys want to pause the stream and go watch this, you guys can be part of a very, very select few people. So when you say that you are terrible at building, remember, this is where I started. And this is something after I had been building for quite a while. I was super proud of this. Like, this was a mainstream achievement big enough that I thought it was worth uploading. This was uploaded before. This was uploaded, what day was that? 11. This was uploaded April 28th, 2 days before my very first video. Yeah. 2 days before my very first video. The rock crawler. And it was just more of a test, so it's not like a refined video or anything. But yeah, that's what I was building. Oh, it shows up at private. Okay, hold up. Let me change. I'll change the status just for right now. Edit details. Let me change it from private to. Here you go. Unlisted. I'm gonna set it to unlisted until the end of the stream, and then unlisted. I want to set it to unlisted. What? Why does it keep changing? Unlisted. Save or publish. And you hit save. Done. Okay. Now it is unlisted. You guys can watch this during the stream, and then when the stream is over, it's going to be made unlisted again. Well, private. So you guys are a very select few. And if when should I make this? When should I allow people to see this again? Yeah. Yeah, Serto. Yeah, Serto saw where you started, and yeah. So Serto, my very first stream, I was like so nervous, and then there was somebody watching my stream, and I was like, oh no, there's somebody watching my stream, and I don't know how to stream, and then I died. Oh, don't punch the wrong thing. Don't punch the wrong thing. I think I'm punching the wrong thing. Let me carefully break that Zeppelin thruster here. Okay. So yeah, you guys can watch that. You guys can go watch that video. And yeah, that's where I started. So don't, if someone ever tells you like, oh, you aren't good enough to build or whatnot, just have fun building. Just have fun building. Let me see if I have no clue what's actually going to happen with this. Let me see. It was great. So I'm glad at least one person was there for that. Yes. I am glad that one person was there for that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab, we're going to pull this piece here. And we're going to place 2 Zeppelin well, no, probably just one. Let me see what this looks like. Do we do 2? This seems like it's going to be way too powerful. It's still private for you? Let me grab another link. See if like now that I changed it, shows up as visibility unlisted. Copy link. Try this one. It shouldn't have changed, but you should be able to see it now. It says it's unlisted. Oh, I have to hit save. I did not hit save. I'm sorry. I did not hit save. Now it is saved. Now you can watch it. So we're going to put 2 steering thrusters. I think that's going to be too much. But I don't know what else to put in that space. And I can't really center it. I wish that I could center it. Maybe just put 1. We'll just put 1. We'll just put 1. Oops, punched the wrong one. We're just gonna put 1 in there. It's not gonna be centered, but what did I put between the 2 of them for the tutorial? Let me see if I put something between the 2 of them for the tutorial. I don't think I did, but yeah, I guess I just assigned the channels and went with it. Oh, nope. Oh, that's the other one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so let's just drop 2 Zeppelin steering thrusters in here. That one there. I know it's not centered. Yeah, you are officially like the 3rd view of that video. And when Lego Master, when should I make that like public? I thought about doing it once I made a really nice Star Destroyer and published a really nice Star Destroyer. Once that was published, then I'd be like, hey guys, this is where I started. I thought that would be a kind of an appropriate time to make that public. But I'm not sure. And I would love your guys' thoughts. Oh, that one won't go there. Hello? Does that not go in? I guess that does not go in there. Oh, I might not need to. That's still pretty good. But yeah, yeah, dude, seriously, do your own. Do your own, man. Do your own. That was built like a really long time ago, and I was so proud because you actually had full-blown storage in that thing. Because back then you needed everything out of the rain. So that actually yeah, start to present. Yeah. me see. Okay, so we have those tucked up in there. I think that that's going to be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these 4 as the go forward thrusters, and then I'm going to just put these 2 as the turning thrusters. So this one needs to be assigned to channel 2. This one needs to be assigned to channel 1, and then underneath this needs to be assigned to channel 1, and this needs to be assigned to channel 2. That's actually really awesome considering the pieces we had then. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me see how this thing, I have no clue how this thing is going to fly. We're probably going to have to modify. Okay, that is a problem. It auto ejects you from the seat. Yay. That's not cool. Probably need to move the driver's seat slightly forward then. Oh, that is so terrible. Okay, so since it's pushing it down, that means the thrusters are too high, which means we need to add weight higher up, which is weird. It's not what I thought I needed to do. Yeah, the balloon's popping me out, so I'm not sure if I need to... It's weird as it doesn't pop me out now. So it's tipping me down, which means adding weight to the bottom is not going to solve this problem. Not going to solve it at all. I need to add weight more towards the top. But steering, that's pretty good. Okay, wait, hold up. What if it's causing me to steer down, what if I just added this thruster here and this thruster here? I don't know if that actually makes things worse or better. Oh, come on. I know you can stick in there. Don't give me none of that. You butt munch. Add weight back in between the thrusters. Okay, so see how we have 2 thrusters down here? Should be able to get a second one right here. Oh, you're saying, well, the problem is it needs to be up. It can't be down. Because if it's, there's no, I guess I could add, Where are you, Serto, where you want, are you thinking I should add, like, I don't know. Let me see if I can get this thruster in here. I should be able to, right off the back here, shift this one right here, and then shift it in. There we go. So if I just add those, theoretically it should help keep it more even. But if they're slowing the ship down, then I should add them at the top. Yeah, let me try just adding those at the top. No, get out of the driver's seat. Let me try adding them at the top instead of the bottom. Let's grab a faster, more deadly pair of blasters here. Low at the back. Okay. Though the problem is low at the back will cause it to lower the center of mass, which will make the jets effectively higher up, which will make it nosedive even worse. Let me see. I can give it a shot. I can just throw a piece in the bottom and see if that works. It's like the risk or the time involved doing that wouldn't take much. So let me grab one of these. So it was the outside one. So the one thing you got to be careful while doing this, if you're just getting rid of these, is if you're doing it in survival, you don't get the resources back by doing that. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just try Serto's idea here. We'll grab a 4, and 6, I mean. And we will shift it back there just to see what happens. I don't think that's going to make... I probably need to add a lot of weight to make that actually viable. But, yeah, that's even worse. See how that is? Your front heavy low needs to drop and add weight to lower back or move top thrusters down. Yeah, I need to move... if I could move the top thrusters down, but would that then make them look really weird in the wrong place? Let me try this thruster. Here's what we need to do. We need to actually go down here. A little trick I have here, if you ever are trying to work on a build and it's floating and it's just being a butt to work on. Just add a weight to it. Drag it to the ground. Just drag it to the ground and work on it on the ground. Come on. Come on down. Just throw a little anchor. Also, these guys are so annoying. I wanted to make a parody using through these butterflies. And the parody, how did the parody go? I don't remember how it went. I was gonna make a parody using those, but because like they lure you off to kill you, and I had a parody idea that I was gonna do with that, and I don't honestly remember what it was now at this point. Add a thruster there. Let's see, which is weird. This could actually be useful in future. Because we know that that slows you down, effectively, those will be adding, what? Too much force at the top. I think this is actually going to reduce the force. Because I know that the thruster, if it's too small, if we're going to be going faster than the max speed of that thruster, so it may actually slow the ship down. So if it's slowing it down up top, it should help actually cantilever and hold the ship back. But this thing's also becoming really expensive to. Nope, that's not helpful at all. Oh, that did not work. I don't know how to. Yeah, so originally what I had done is I had just decided that I would drop these top thrusters off. Okay, we'll go ahead and just lower those top ones down. Rooster, we'll see if that, not Rooster, Serto, I'm sorry. Serto, you are your own person. You are not Rooster. Rooster is a fantastic individual, but you are not him. We will go ahead and try to lower those thrusters. If it will stop moving, that is. That's not in the right. Okay, that is in the right. No, that. What is going on? That is not in the right one. That's angled wrong. What is going on with the angle of that? See, this one, like, they're not angled. They're not angled the same. Which one of these? Oh, that thruster's off. That thruster's off. Is the other one off too? No, I think it's just that one. I don't know what's going on with that thruster. That one's, yeah, it's still angled wrong. Moon Knight, welcome in. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. How was your weekend, man? That top one is, I forgot, like sometimes these pieces are a little bit funny for their attachment points. Is that square? I think that's square now. So yeah, let's see what it looks like if we get that. Oh, we nailed it. We nailed it. Oh man. Dude. It is slightly there we go. Dude, now we can still cook. So the answer is you just lower those top two down just a little bit. Now we could go destroy the Death Star. We can do slow mode too. Yeah, so what you can do is you can use the small steering. Oh, that steering one is also misaligned. That's okay. So yeah, the answer is you just lower down. You just lower down the top two, and then you add 4 of these, the Zeppelin steering thrusters. The top ones, you have to place a temporary piece up in here to get them to snap on, because they won't snap on in that location. But the bottom ones, you can just tuck them underneath, and then you just assign them to left and right channel. Let me actually replace this one because it was actually slightly angled wrong. So I can show you real quick how I did that. So you just push that in. Oop. down. Oh, no, it is right there. Right there. Right there. Boop. It doesn't quite look as good as it used to with them being adjusted, so somebody could fiddle around with that. But the nice thing with this here... Ooh, I should... Oh, wait a minute. What we can also do... What we can also do here... Let me show you. Watch this. Watch this, guys. You guys are gonna like this. You guys are gonna like this. So we can come over here. We can shift this one down from this side, and we can shift it in. Or we should be able to shift it in if there's not something in the way. Hold up. Watch this. We can add reverse. Let's add reverse. So you see how we've got those two there? We can add a second set just outside. Ooh. Dude, we can add reverse. These mini thrusters, Zeppelin thrusters, are the goat. They are so amazing. Okay, here we go. So what we do is we grab these. Grab these right here. And then we're going to shift them over and down. And then in until it turns green. Boop. Right there. And then we add a second one right here. The only thing with this, with the paid version of this, there's those pieces in the way, so you'd have to like remove them. Come on. Oh, I forgot. Out. Here we go. Right there. Boop. And these are going to be set to reverse. Oh, dude, this is so good. Set to reverse, which is, we're going to do that as S, which is the very, very bottom channel. Set this one to reverse. Oh, that will also let us do loops and stuff, because we can activate reverse while we're still flying. Because this thing was originally made before we had 4 channels. We only had 3, because you could only go left, right, and up and down. So that's why I had it assigned that way. Channel 10. So yeah. Okay, here we go. So now we can go forward. We can do... Oh, wait a minute. What? That's reversed but up. Okay, hold up. I would need to put those up top. Because if those are pushing... Yeah, hold up. They would have to be put up top. Hold up. Oh, somebody doesn't know what he's doing. Someone's a little tired. I was thinking I could hide them so they wouldn't be so visible. But I'm thinking, yeah, they do need to go. They do need to go up here. Which makes them easier because I don't have to... Well, no, it doesn't make them easier. It makes them harder because I have to push... yeah, hold up. I need to place these pieces because you can't just place them... What do you mean another piece is in the way? Lies! I hear nothing but lies coming from you, spewing from your mouth. Oh, okay, now that's good. Okay, lies! I hear nothing but lies spewing from your mouth. Don't tip me off. Don't tip me off. Okay, so now we go shift, 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 shift right there. Boom! And now I can't see because your big fat head is in the way, abide guy. Move your fat head. Now we should be able to break... Carefully break this guy, and this guy. Let's drop it from this guy and see if we can fall through the map. I did not say kaboom. I don't think I did. Oh, you're good. You're good, Kaboom. If you want to lurk in here, you're more than welcome to jump in. So this one here, if we assign this to channel 4, not 4, 10. We assign this one to channel 10. I betcha we can do a loop. Okay, so we go these 2 channels. Who says you need... Who says you need balloons to fly? Who says you need balloons? You don't need balloons. Boys, I came up with my own flying system. No more nose control for this guy. Okay, you might actually need nose control to level out. Woohoo! This is a pretty long sustained flight. For no... Okay, so I want to start a new meta of no balloon flying. And this ship could do it. This ship could do it. And this is not bad. This is not bad. Why is it still level? Why is this thing still level? I don't honestly know why it's, like, level. But we're flying with no balloons. What is going on? Chat, what is going on? What is... I don't understand this. How are we flying this good? Okay, so I guess now we are at a little bit of an angle, so I need to wait, but it's leveling out, chat. It is straight up leveling out. It is auto leveling. I swear this thing is auto leveling. Do you guys see that? Or am I just crazy? Or is this thing auto leveling? How long have I been in the air now? What the heck? What the heck, chat? I don't understand. It's like auto leveling, which I'm okay with, I guess. It's just weird. Okay, if I put it at a really good angle, does that then... Is it leveling out? Or am I just crazy? So I want to start a new era of shipbuilding where you build a ship that doesn't need balloons. And I guess this is it right here. We have officially entered the era of not needing balloons. We are living in it. I don't understand this, chat. We are living in the era of balloonless ships. That flies. This flies really well. Because it's almost like when I activate the balloons. See this? Well, even if I'm level. Even if I think even if I'm level, activating the balloons almost cancels, like I'm moving at max speed. Okay, so here's my theory. My theory is what's happening with the new physics engine. If I'm moving at max speed, gravity's not doing what it's supposed to because the engine's max, like, because I told you, like, you have a max speed that you can travel. Oh, pull up. You have a max speed that you can travel. So if you've already hit that max speed, then gravity can't do what it's supposed to do because you have gravity can't do what it's supposed to do because you've already hit your max speed, so you're not falling like you should be falling. I am still falling, but not like... Sorry, my mind is just kind of blown right now. Oh, so technically I could just fly like this too. Okay, wait, hold up. So if we just have 5 channels... If I have 5 channels, then I can control the nose up, down, left, right, and then I just point where I want to go. Yeah, lift versus thrust. You just have so much thrust that it just doesn't go anywhere. This might not work so well with really large ships. Sorry, my mind is just kind of reeling right now. I need to flip over. Yeah, you straight up don't need balloons on this ship anymore. Like, it's nice to have it, because then I can just go up if I want. But it's unnecessary. Sorry, the gears are just turning in my mind right now. Ooh, what the heck? That has swivel on it. Yep. And that's gone. Yeah, that's gone forever. Yeah, okay, that's really cool. That's officially really... Oh, and I just stuck the nose into it. Hold up, let's get out of here. Oh, this thing is so fast, though. Yeah, so, yeah, there is a lot of detail. Yeah, so Groovy Builds, if you want to build this, this is my old X-Wing design. All I did was just add these new Zeppelin thrusters. And what I'll do is I'll try to pin a comment on those tutorials. I'll try to pin a comment bringing you to the section of this live stream where I modify it. Because yeah, this is straight up, this is an old design. Really cool video actually, because I got a bunch of people in here, a bunch of other content creators, and we flew this trench. And we filmed the whole thing inside of it, which is really cool. And the Man Pug actually, like, he's like, no, it's not good enough. You need to make a huge trench. So we did that. How long have we been streaming? It's 8:40. Yeah. So we've got, if you're curious, Groovy, welcome in. How was your weekend? I guess I didn't say hi. So we've got the X-Wing. We have this one here is, yeah, Serto, yeah, you were there. We have Slave 1. So which the Slave 1 would take off like vertically, and then it would switch to horizontally. So we went ahead and just updated this by adding those 4 thrusters. That's all we did for the modification of the ship, because this was built before some of the physics changes. Oop, let's not park on that ship. Oh, mine went pretty well. I spent 22 hours on a roof with my brother, so yeah. I don't know, chat. Should I make a tutorial for this? This one's, it's cool, but it's not. It's supposed to be. I think it's not Yavin 4. That's the place. This is the one where Princess Leia shows up. We could do that one. I don't know. Chat, what do you want me to do? Should I do testing to see if I can launch TIE fighters out of a Star Destroyer, or should I? I could go to bed too. I could be convinced to just go to bed. I'm probably just gonna go to bed if I'm being honest. Because I probably need to go tomorrow and help my brother with his house again. I don't really want to get on that roof anymore. I've spent too much time on the roof. Yeah, dude, okay. Okay, I'm gonna play with this flight idea. So if you, well, how many directions do you actually need? Because the other thing you could do, this is the other thing that I was considering messing with. If you just take and you put a platform like this. Well, we'll do this a little bit more fancy. A little bit more fancy. I'm not gonna make it like super fancy, just because that would be kind of dumb. But if we grab this square, is there like this one here? Like this will look kind of nice. Snap that to the center of there, and then we're gonna make this like drone style. What I really want to do is make it like go diagonal, but I don't know how to make it go diagonal. Like drones. Well, here's how you make it go diagonal. You place these guys. Yeah, sure. We're gonna, yeah, these guys right here. Because that looks kind of cool. So we'll go 2 of these, and then I think there's the opposite ones. We gotta call this the rock. We make a rock bus. Oops, that's the one I just grabbed. Let's grab the other one. Why is it dark all the time? Let me go take a nap quick. Sleep, set a bed. Okay, yes. And I want to sleep. So theoretically, well, we don't actually need 4. You technically only need 3. And 3 may be easier to fly. So if you put this right here. I also don't know the durability, what it's made out of. Those are made out of, they're made out of granite. They got granite in them. Welcome in, Burger. So if we have 4 of those, I'm thinking like a drone. Like, is this flyable? I don't honestly know. I feel like what you need to do here is there needs to be 2 sets of power. The one is just go forward. Oh, hold up. You can use WASD. Here's why. So what we could do is we can add these thrusters right here. And we'll use the claw ones because they look kind of cool. That's literally the only reason why I'm using them. The claw one there, and we use this claw one here. We rotate it though. Can I snap this on somewhere? Does that match? That has to match. They have to match though, because if they're not going to match, then it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad news if it doesn't match. Okay, that's pretty much centered. We use this claw one because the claw ones they just look cool. If I'm being honest, are they the best ones to use? No. Do they look cool? Yeah, they do. Let me see if I can sneak this in here. I think those are centered. They're probably centered. I can't quite tell. Those look centered to you? So it doesn't look quite as cool now that I added those because we're just throwing this together. But then if we added steering thrusters, and I'm thinking we just use 2 of the. Hold up. We actually almost need the Zeppelin steering thrusters because, well, they probably need to be a little more powerful than that. So we'll just add 2 of these. So what we do here is we add 1 there. But the important part, well, we'll try this first because we may end up needing more than 4 of these. But my theory here is that if a guy, we can also do an emergency. We're definitely gonna have to add an emergency. Oh crap, we're about to crash. Thing. We'll use this because this just kind of matches the whole vibe we're going for here. It's not in the right orientation, but it's fine. I kind of want to make it in the right orientation. No, it's like your Superman flying. So the 4 ones will be going for forward. Then this one here. So if you're going forward, and we want to do the nose down, this one needs to activate. So this one needs to activate, and so go forward, which would be W. This one would need to be W. Hold up, sorry, all these channels in my mind here. So and then if we want to go up, so if we just use our WASD, if we need to go up, then this one needs to be activated, which would be S. And this one needs to be activated, which is S. And then here's where it gets funny. This is where I probably would need multiple thrusters because if you want to go multiple different directions. So if we want to turn that, whatever direction that is, right, we need to activate this one. So these will be set to D. Well, this one and D. D. And this one needs to also be set to D. And if we want to go the other direction, this one needs to be set to A. And this one needs to be set to A. So theoretically, this is flyable. I don't know if it's practically flyable. Oh, yeah, we're going to add a balloon. Just in case. Here's our emergency balloon. Just in case everything breaks loose. But we need to center it closer to the center of... let's put this in here just as a... Hopefully we can still get in the driver's seat. Can we still get in the driver's seat? I bet you we can't. Yeah, it's in the way of the driver's seat. Hold up. We need to have it smaller. There needs to be a smaller one. Oh, come on. There we go. It's not perfect, but it works. That works for now. This is just a prototype, chat, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Now we can use... So theoretically, this is flyable. Theoretically. So it wants to... Oh, because we added the other piece there. This is actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Because the WASD is pretty natural feeling. Oh, so the only thing is you can't do yaw and pitch. So if you start getting like upside down a little bit, like little to the one side, there's not a really great way to fix that. Okay, let's leave this complexity area. So we need to add, let's get rid of that emergency balloon. We don't need an emergency balloon. Ooh, we could add some cannons to this. Oh, the other issue with this design here is, oh, this thing is hard to fly though. It's nowhere near, dude. I tried to do this. I tried to do this specific thing before the balloon changes, and it wasn't really possible. Because you couldn't like double tap fast enough. But like this is, and then with this physics changes, okay, it's still wanting to nose down a little bit. That's fine. This is actually pretty fun to fly, if I'm being honest. But this is a whole new game of flying. Ah! This thing is actually really fun to fly. If I'm being honest, this thing is really fun to fly. But it's challenging because it's not just it's a whole new form of flying. Make a flying octopus. Yeah, we need to add like 8 of these. Oh, why did the camera get shifted in so close? Oh, we're upside down. That's why it's confusing me. I'm like, my controls are reversed. We can go in the ocean too. Oh, let's get out of the ocean before we... Dude, this thing is so stinking fast. Dude, yeah, we could just do curved ones. Groovy Builds, send me a photo. I'm not sure if I have seen yours. Let's go land this thing. This is definitely not Star Wars anymore, though. Yeah, so with the physics change, this is way smoother. This would not have been this smooth a while back. Dude, that is so fun to fly. Just the speed at which this thing moves. Yeah, so... It's not bad. Oh, now that I just it's not so bad to fly and to land, and then I crash immediately. You could do some pretty cool acrobatics things. I don't think this would be great. Oh, there's a wall. Oops. Maybe I do need emergency stuff. Yeah, I do need emergency. Can I rocket out of this thing? No, I'm stuck. I'm officially stuck. I can't. I'm officially stuck. Dang it. I need reverse. I need reverse. So what I could do is you could add... Oh, yeah. I could push flip. No, I don't want to flip upside down again. Okay, let's try again. But this time... Flip again. There we go. Except for my reverse. I got reverse controls. There we go. I just got to keep oriented. I just have to keep oriented. But yeah, I think there's an era of flying ship that's coming to LEGO Fortnite that's an untapped. Ooh, go. There's a whole era to flying ships that has not been tapped yet with this whole But so if you see this here with their speed here, as soon as I activate all 4 of these, you see how it slows down? See that slow down? It's maybe kind of hard to see with this here, but yeah, you can. But the nice thing with this here is I could also fly it with just the 2 for like a smoother. Oh, wrong way. But this is fun to, this is actually fun to fly because it's not just your traditional movement. It's got a whole, dude. This is almost like actual drone flying. Like, have you seen those drone pilots like doing all kinds of cool like acrobatic stuff? Like, I'm not a drone pilot here, but like if I could do like some drone flip stuff. Oh, nope, I'm not a drone pilot. Officially, I'm not a drone pilot. I'm not a drone pilot. But there's a whole skill to this here that some people need to master. Yeah, it's like it's speed drones. And this is a whole thing that could be done with LEGO Fortnite that like nobody's doing. That's why I'm so excited about all these toy changes. Like, this was not possible before the toy changes. But yeah, we have a whole new era that we're stepping into. That's just completely untapped. Dude, I should make put the new fan. I don't know. The fan things don't do anything. I could put them on just as cosmetics. I don't know where I would put them on this specific ship design. They could look pretty sweet. I don't know where I'd put them on because these come to a point in the front. But I kind of make an octopus now. Okay. Ooh. So if we just do that there, that doesn't actually do anything, but it looks cool. We put those there and there. There we go. I think it makes it slower though. Yeah, but yeah, this handles really nice for like a first attempt at a new flying system. Ooh, it makes a cool sound. Listen to that sound. Makes a good sound, man. Okay, I'm supposed to make an octopus. Hold up. Somebody asked me in chat to make an octopus. Let's make this as an octopus design. We should almost park it though. Oh, this is mini ships. This is the wrong world. We'll just make a. This is. This is almost a lot. Well, we are on Lost Isle. Let's park it. Let's park it in this bay right here. I think this will be the spot to be. Hold up. Park it over here. Yeah, so it's slower with these fans. It does kind of look cool. They look like angry eyebrows now, though. Kaboom, you need to start playing with some of this stuff. This is pretty cool. We don't need hover bricks, guys. We have jumbo thrusters. This is supposed to be... You need to learn how to make vehicles from me. You know mechanically pretty well, but I haven't built vehicles in a while. Yeah, so I've just been building them for a long time. If you want to know about building stuff, what you need to know, there's some very simple things that you need to know. The first one is the new system is really finicky. And the answer is you just center the thrusters on the ship. If they're too high, the ship nosedives. If they're too low, the ship points into the sky. And then if you just activate a balloon, you can watch it and see just when you activate those thrusters, does it rock a little bit? And if it rocks, which way does it rock? And then you need to shift your thrusters up or down to match, or you need to build the ship slightly different. Then the other thing you need to know is that sorry, I'm also, while I'm talking, I'm thinking about how to make an octopus in the back of my mind. ADHD kid over here. The other thing you need to know is that that's pretty much about it, actually. You just got to center your balloons on the center of mass. And then the other thing, I guess, to know, damage is calculated based upon mass and speed. So if you have a really light ship, then it doesn't break. Oh, mass times speed divided by durability. So if you have something made out of, like wood is really not durable, then you have granite is more durable, metal is even more durable. Well, it's wood, granite, metal, gem. And then there's a special exception made for these the dynamic pieces, like the vehicle pieces. They just have a durability buff. They were given a durability buff because they are weak. Let me see. So how tall is this compared to this piece here? Does this give us more options for an octopus tentacle? Kinda, sorta, not really. Let's just make a massive flying octopus just for the heck of it. We'll do it up in the sky a little bit so we have some room to work with, and then we need to make it day so I can see what I'm doing. That would be also kind of nice. Let's make a bus station titled Octopus. Yeah, so if you also, yeah, just go watch, you use the metal fenders a lot to prevent breaking and falling under the map. Yeah, so gem pieces, there is not a lot of gem pieces. One of the only gem pieces I know about is technically right here. Boop. Gems. And metal. These are made out of metal gems. And these, I would love to see the durability on these. Actually, hold up. I want to know the durability on something. Then I can just test it. Because that's what YouTubers are supposed to do. We're supposed to do all these tests and stuff. And okay, so if we have... The gem chest is the only thing that can take a punch from a balloon. So we are going to punch this new chest because I want to see how much durability it has. A gem chest can take like 3 punches, I think. And this one can take, officially... okay, yeah, that's 2 punches. 3, 4. So it's basically that. It might be slightly more durable than a gem chest, but a gem chest is just about as durable as you need to be.
Hello.
Okay, so octopus. Somebody said octopus. So my thinking here is we have 8. How are we gonna get 8 tentacles? We gotta get 8 tentacles coming off this center hub. So in order to get 8 tentacles, let's just make ourselves an octopus body. How do we make an octopus body? What is an Is it more like a squid or an octopus? Because I'm thinking squid has more of a pointy nose. And I also don't have a lot of time or patience to build something like actually really good right now. So I think I might just like throw something together like, oh, hey, look, here's a first order piece. This kind of looks like an octopus body. Let me see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Parts wise. Also, I'm not going to build a free build right now. I'm just building it out of what makes sense to build it out of. Because this is not... I'm not going to make a tutorial on a flying octopus. I could make a tutorial on a flying octopus. I could do the octopus from the UFEN maps. The one that like you had to shoot down. Look, it sounded really disgusting and creepy. Why are there no... Okay, here's what we do. I know it's the wrong color, but I kind of want to use the dome piece from the Mos Eisley. You could do like, that's the flying octopus. If you have a sec, peek at the Discord to see the thumbnail. I might inspire you. I will take a peek. Guru builds. Let me look real quick. Oh, holy, yeah, that's a jellyfish, octopus. That, yeah. Oh, I did kind of see that, but I didn't have a chance to actually fully watch that. I will watch that in a bit. But yeah, that's really cool. You did that a month ago, dude. That's insane. Yeah, I will watch that when I'm done with stream here. There is the... Okay, we could use the jellyfish. Have you guys seen the I don't remember who does it. The jellyfish song is like jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. We're just gonna build really quick. There's a sphere that I kind of wanted to use for the jellyfish. I think I'm gonna go back to that first order, just the wall pieces here. Just for simplicity's sake. Oh, dude, wait, what? These Dragon Craft Cruiser? Dude, I want to build a tutorial because these are straight up wings. Do you guys know what this is? This is Star Wars. This is a wing for a Star Wars ship. You just put 3 of them together and then you're... I want to watch it. I don't... Yeah, you could remove the anti-grab from the garden plots, yeah. Dude, this is straight up... dude. So sometimes... As a guy that does free parts tutorials, I want to not do free part tutorials. I might just build this and do it as a short and then never show how I actually did it. Cause let me know, chat. What ship is this? What ship is this right now that I'm thinking of that I want to build that I can't build? So if you just had like that one there, you have we need a right one and we need a left one. Oops, we want the other one. Actually, no, it is this way. It is this way. So you put that one there, and you put this one right here. Oh, shoot, Serto, I think. So why is that X-wing still up? Oh, poop. Sorry. Delete. You mean I've been flying around with that stupid X-wing up there? Not that it's cool, but we're not building an X-wing right now. I'm geeking out right now, and you guys are tolerating it, and I appreciate it a lot because I really want to just... What? Wait, what is going on here? What? Where was there not a right and a left version of this? I swear, there's not a right and a left version of this. What is? This is what? What? The whole time. That's stupid. Okay, so what the heck? There we go. That's what I needed. But what the heck? Why is this not? What is going on? Because it's... Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, we need to remove the top one first here. And then redo this here. Because I need it to be able to see what I'm doing. Go back some. Right there. Okay, so... If you have two... Oh, that's why that looks wrong. Hold up. So that one's backwards. That one's backwards. That makes more sense. I'm like, why is... There we go. Chat, what ship is this? Boop. And then you just have those pieces have to hinge. It's a Star Wars ship. It's the Star Wars one. Where's the 6th piece? Dun, dun, dun. Actually, there'd be like a nose piece on the front here. I know this is completely the wrong set, but this is the first one that comes to my mind, and it doesn't quite fit here, but it gives the idea, the concept. What ship is this? Oh, I could use the Star Wars pieces. A guy could just put this. A guy could just straight up put this piece right here. Up, 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 up. Wait, that's way too high. Yeah, you guys see that? You guys know what I'm thinking. You guys better know what I'm thinking. You don't know the name of it, but I know which one. Yeah. So this is definitely. Oh, that doesn't quite fit. Is the thing? It doesn't. I'm sorry. You could tell I have ADHD. I'm getting completely distracted. So what I want is Raven's Roost. Raven's Roost. Raven's Roost. I could use the filter thing, but that would be cheating. Okay. What it needs is this. That's not quite right either, but you get the concept there. And we're going to use the new flying system just because we can. Let's just break it out of the sky. I'm supposed to be building an octopus, but instead I'm building a ship. Ooh, we could throw this thruster on the inside. Right there, right there, right there. And then we could throw, like, these thrusters, like, right here and here. That's not quite right from the original ship, but I just want to throw these on here because I think it needs to be balanced. So that's the other thing is once you've kind of built a bunch of ships, you kind of know the ish close enough to balance. You're like, oh, I think that'll be about right balance-wise. Are those actually centered? I think they're centered. Okay, so then we should be able to just steer. They don't need to go out that far, though. About right there and about right there. So that's right and left, and then we need to be able to make the nose go up and down. Nose go up and nose go down. Sprinting. Used to crouch, and then it would lower your camera just a little bit. We don't have a good spot for that, so what we're going to do is it's just going to literally push the nose. We're just going to make it push the nose down. Oh, the nose up. Which is, like, not actually correct. But, so this will be assigned to channel nose up. This will be assigned to channel nose up. These will be assigned to channel go forward, which will just be, actually channel 3, technically. Channel 3. Because we wanted to just go forward. It does kind of look like a crow. This needs to be assigned to channel turn that direction. And this one, this is how tired I am. And this one gets assigned to channel turn the other direction. And this should technically... Oh. I guess we need a driver's seat. You kind of need a driver's seat, Abide Guy. You kind of need a driver's seat. Also, why... that's strange that I'm able to put that there. But that's okay. We're just going to go with it. But we are going to cheat and put the driver's seat upside down because there's not another better place to put it. Hold up. To put it upside down, I need to put a thruster here. Come on. Don't freak out on me. Thruster upside down. I need it to be upside down under this wing, though. Because I need to pull off of this angle so I can put the driver's seat upside down inside of the thing. Right there. Right there. Oh, don't do that to me. What do you mean is an object in the way? That's dumb. You liar. You want to fit in there. You know you can fit there. Don't give me none of that. It's lying to me. I'm sorry. I should be going to bed instead of making octopuses and other flying ship. Right? What do you mean there's another object? Of course you're not the same height. And of course I can't get under there to okay. Sleeping through the night again. I should be going to bed. I should be going to bed, but I'm just getting too excited about Lego Fortnite. Okay, so what we have to do, this is kind of annoying, is we have to place a second one of these right here. Nope, nope. Right there, and then all the way back. Well, I guess technically the other ship kind of had that little thing to it anyways, but we don't need that. Okay. Okay, now it is officially flying in the air, which is not what we want, which is fine. I don't want the driver's seat. I wanted this piece. Come on. Place. Fine. Fine right there. Anywhere. Just place. Well, let's add a bus station here, and we're going to name it Octopus. Can we name it? Name bus. Oh, bus station 8. That's fine. It's bus station 8. 8 for Octopus. So now we should be able to place the thruster here, and then add a driver's seat upside down if we have the space for it. Hold up. I need to break the thruster. And this one. Place the thruster there. So yeah, this is how my mind works. Come on. As far forward as we can go, and then I think that's centered. There we go. And then we can add our little miniature thrusters back here. They have to be. Oh, yeah, that is. Is that centered? I think that's centered. I'm pretty sure that's centered. I can't see because it's. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Oh, the problem is it's going to be so top heavy with that top piece, and I can't get in the driver's seat. That was not well thought out. Hold up. If you put a driver's seat on the bottom, then you can't get in the driver's seat. Somebody needs to go back to school. We need landing gear. Hold up. So that way it, okay, we need to lift it back up into the sky. We're gonna add landing gear. There we go. Back up to the sky, then we'll put a block on the bottom. There we go. So what do we got for landing gear? I know I've seen some really cool landing gear. You never get out, you don't, if you never get out, you don't have any problems. Yeah. See, what do we got for landing gear, chat? What piece makes a good landing gear? I don't honestly know. We could use these pieces for landing. Ooh, those are kind of cool. The Dragoncraft stairs. I could use these as. I could use these as landing gear, like have them face backwards. That looks kind of stupid. Now that I look at it again, you've got other landing gear. I could use. These could be kind of cool if we use the Lucky Lighthouse, and I just like curved them in, so they're like weird. That could look kind of cool. We could use. Oh, dude, we could use the Oni Stronghold pieces like this. If we put them upside down, and we had it like sitting. No, it has to. It would have to be angled. It'd have to be angled. Ooh, we have the. So many good pieces, but I don't care if this is like paid or free or whatever right now. So we can use any piece. What should I use for the landing gear? Chat. I need landing gear, and I don't know what piece to use. We can look in some of these other sets. So yeah. Hey Nocturnal, how's it going? Okay, we could use. No, that way you don't want it. So I figured out we can. Oh, here you go, Nocturnal. Let me show you this. Let me show you this really cool thing. I don't actually think I like the fans. They do add character. I don't know. We'll just leave them on for now. So we figured out, because I was modifying my X-Wing, that you don't need balloons anymore. You can just straight up fly without balloons. Like balloons are a thing of the past. Balloons are an entirely a thing of the past. You don't need them to fly. Where we're going, we don't need balloons. And this thing is really fun to fly too. That's the important part. I'm not very good at flying this thing yet though. Oop. I'm upside down. I'm upside down. So it's reverse as soon as I get upside down though, it's reverse controls, which is not helpful. Oh, and then until you go upside down. Yes. I guess you could just straight up make a proper jet. The thing is that the jet would not be like the jet. Dude, you could actually make just a proper jet. I could. But I'm not making a jet. Well, I'm kind of making a jet. Well, I guess I could turn this into more of an actual jet. I know that's more of a Matt Buck's nose control stuff he's going on here. So maybe I should just modify this quick and turn this more towards nose control. But I didn't really want to use nose control. Let's just turn it into nose control. So we'll add this piece. Another object is in the way. What do you mean another object is in the way? Tell the object to move. Here we go. That's probably going to break now because it's not. It's probably attached to this guy right here. No, it's not. Okay. So what we'll do is this one will be assigned to. Okay, so instead of steering that way now, we're going to steer with these going up. But we're going to use the Zeppelin thruster so that way I can pull it off of here. Because what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to go shift, 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 and then back. Right there. Is that... That looks kind of dumb. Hold up. Let's put this on the end of the wing so it doesn't look quite so dumb. Yeah, so let's go right here. Let's see if we can go out. Right there. Nope. So that's not letting us place it there. It's kind of hard to see what I'm actually doing. So that's in that little alcove, and then we'll just add it to this little alcove. Come on. Where is the little spot? And then we need to go down. Nope, that's not this. How did I get the other one in there? Chat, I don't know what I did differently. Sometimes, like, you rotate this and then, like, it'll stick on sometimes. But I haven't figured out why it sticks on. Because, like, we're able to stick on to the side of pieces like that, which is really cool. But I don't really know what is going on as to allowing us to do this. So if I go more towards the edge, does that... No, no, come on. Come on. Whatever. Fine, whatever. This one's going to go back here because I can't get it to go up front, which is fine. I'm not mad about it at all. So that will do. Let us do wingtip this direction, wingtip the other direction. And then we'll be able to do that one for nose up. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. So I was trying to rotate it, but it was not sticking on. So whatever. It's just going to go back there because this is a prototype. So that'll allow us to do wingtip, nose up, and forward. The question is do we need any other... Okay, well, these are just going to be assigned to the nose up, which I'm going to shift it to channel. For nose up, I want it to be S, because it's going to be effectively that's gonna be, yeah, that's because nose up will be like you're pulling the joystick back. So this needs to be assigned to channel S. Those will be assigned auto to go forward. Then this one needs to be the wingtip here. Wingtip. We want it to tip the wing that direction, and this one needs to tip the wing the other direction. So A. And then what I do want is I want to add a well, I guess technically we have a soft. Well, okay, so hold up. These thrusters here, what I want to be able to do is come down kind of gently if you need to for landing. And I don't know. I guess I could land it on its tail. We'll have to land it on its tail for now. So here is a landing gear. Landing gear. Hey, Muddy Girl, how's it going? We are playing with balloonless airships. It has balloons on it. I'm gonna remove that. I'm just working on it. But I need landing gear, and I don't know what to use as landing gear. Let me see. I could use guitars as landing gear. That would technically work. Guitars would make good landing gear. Make paint landing gear. But I need landing gear for two reasons. First, to lower the center of mass, and second, ooh, some of these Dragon Graph pieces might look kind of cool. Those are way too big. That is not gonna go on there. I could use actual anchors as landing gear, which would kind of make sense. But we're not doing that. Let me see. Ooh, we can do golden katanas. Yeah, we need golden katanas as landing gear. That 100% is what we're gonna use. But we're gonna need 2 golden katanas at the back and 1 golden katana at the front. I want it to be rotated the other way though. I want it to be rotated facing backwards. Okay, and it's dark again. Let me sleep through the night real quick. Let me show you real quick, Muddy Girl. I will show you this other balloonless thruster, because we were messing with the X-wing, and then we found out that you don't actually need like balloons anymore, because these things just go so fast. And physics has been changed to where I think what's happening is because you're maxing out the speed that you can travel, gravity just is like being overshadowed. It's pretty cool. So what we can do is we can change the orientation. Oh, I'm upside down. So we can change the orientation, and just because we have so much thrust power, because we can change the thrust power, we can just change the angle at which we fly. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. But back to our katana ship here, and then I gotta build an octopus ship, and then I gotta go to. I need to go to bed. Chat. I need to go to bed. But instead, we're building landing gear on a ship that we don't need. Okay, let's go katana. We'll shift it in. Let me see. So we're gonna go out 1, 2, and then we're gonna go up. Katana, yeah. And then we'll try to match the other side. So what we'll do is we'll bring this back down to right here. And then that matches, and then we go over right there. 2 katanas, and then we need 1 katana in the front as landing gear. I guess we technically don't need it because it has the front piece there. So that should give us just enough room to get in the driver's seat, hopefully. Does our head stick below? Oh, I bet you it'll work. I bet you it'll work. It'll work. It'll totally work. I just don't know how durable those katanas are. Okay. So the issue I'm seeing now, also when we turn, okay, hold up. These little thrusters actually need to be pushed forward. They're too far back, so because they're not close to the center of mass, what's going to happen is, should we push up the wing or should we push down? Well, we want to push up the wing. Sorry, I need to move those thrusters because the wings are not gonna be right. Because what's gonna happen is the wings, when I go to tip, it's gonna nose to the ground. So we need to find the center of mass, which should be about right. Judging based upon this weight, I would say the center mass is right there. I could find it by putting a balloon on it, but we're not going to do that because I'm too lazy and I'm too excited. So if I can not be glitching around, I will put this right here, shift it out, and then up. Come on. Down as far as it'll go? No. I guess it's just letting us place it anywhere? Nope, it's not. Rotate it. See if we have any success. Okay, it's not letting me place it there. So we're just going to place it on the bottom. I know that I didn't want to do that because it's cool to place it on the side. But we'll just place it there. So we go bump out again. So I think that that puts that right there. Oh, shoot. It moved. My ship is falling from the sky. I think that's about centered on the wings. So this one here needs to be assigned to channel tip that direction. This needs to be assigned to the other channel, tip the other direction. Tip that way. Okay. I don't think it's going to have enough steering power. But we'll see. And I think the other problem we're going to have is the thrusters are going to be too low, so I'm going to have to add a thruster up here because it's going to want to nose up is my guess. I had to make a guess. Oh, come on. I can definitely get in that driver's seat. Don't give me none of that. Oh, come on. You're dumb. Gonna move our katanas down. It's not happy with it. Oh, come on. That's so dumb. Katana has to be lowered, which means I have to lift the ship off the ground. Okay, katana. We'll just match the other one, and then we're going to go down by one. Match the katana. And then we're going to go down by one. So that's red, green, green. Got to match the other katana now. I'm going to go... okay, so red, so that's green, and then one more. Did I do the same thing? No, I didn't. I didn't go. Green, green. Let's see. Right there. Okay. And then we need to go turns green here, and then one more. That should be high enough. Please tell me that's high enough. There we go. Nope. It's not quite high enough. So let's actually lift the front of the ship up, which means we'll just grab a little... what do we do? Do we put a katana on the bottom? We probably just need to put a katana on the bottom of the front here. Let me see. Okay, we need a balloon on the front here to lift it up. Come on, stick on anywhere. I will accept anywhere at this point. Yeah, we'll just have to add a katana. That way we can stab all of our victims. You have been destroyed by the katana. Well, that thruster is not centered on the front. Somebody didn't know how to center the thruster. Eventually. So we'll, it's like the belly of the plane, but you're going to be destroyed by the katana. That's not centered. Why can't I? Oh, because I can't center the katana. Because it's only one wide. So we're not using good katana. We're not using good katana anymore. Because I'd have to center. Oh, I can center. Here, wait, hold up. Watch this. So we place this balloon. We did the balloon trick. Maybe we do the balloon trick. Maybe we do the balloon trick. Need supporting piece. There we go. So we put the balloon on there. And now we can place the katana off the balloon to center it. Except for ship keeps moving. The ship keeps moving. Okay. Oh, gotta get rid of that thruster. I think the thruster's in the way. Now the katana, we're gonna push that as far forward as we can. I don't think I'm gonna get to the. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna get to the octopus tonight because I'm so tired. Push the katana forward, and then we're gonna go back 2, just for aesthetic purposes. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think it's cool. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Is that cool or is that just weird? So the nose up, that's gonna be way too powerful with the 2 in the back and the 1 in the front. We can't put 2 in the front, or else that would be like way too powerful. So for now, we'll just take this right here and put it right there. Yeah, we'll just put 1 there. With the 2, that'll overpower it and it will shove it down. Hopefully that lifts it high enough. Don't fall through the ground. Don't fall through the ground. Hey, it landed. Please say that I can get in the driver's seat. Why can I not get in the driver's seat? It's totally high enough. Don't give me none of that. Don't give me none of that. Don't give me none of that. That is not acceptable. We definitely raised it up so we could get inside. It fits. I can... Maybe I can quickly just jump in. If I tip the ship to... Tip it. Tip it off to one side. Just enough to get in the driver's seat. Okay, we'll add an activated balloon. This is not for the purpose of having a balloon on the ship. This is for the sole purpose of getting into the ship. And I will even make it unusable by placing it on one of the wings. This is just the entry balloon with a lever for entry. Lever. I need a lever. Oh, that is not a lever. I'm not a lever. I'm a fighter. So we'll center this up here. There we go. Oh, because that piece is not square, the ship's gonna steer and turn. That's kind of dumb. This thing's not gonna fly great. So we only need this to be activated on channel 4. There we go. That's just so we can get on the ship. Okay. Turn it off. And... Ooh. Oh, hold up. I didn't reassign that thrust. That did not reassign this channel up here. So this one needs to be assigned to the nose up. So just so we can get in. Turn it off. We are now officially in. How do we take off? Oh no. Oh no. Whose idea was this anyways? Hold up, we might need to use the balloon just so we can kind of get off the ground. I need a runway. I need a runway, chat. Okay, okay, well if I just activate all of the channels, I still don't leave the ground. I'm gonna get my head wet. Come on! Take off! Oh my goodness. Oh no, I need a nose down button. Remember I told you that I needed to add some extra... Oh, yeah, that's not enough. That thing is so trash. Hold up. Let me sleep through the night real quick. This thing's so terrible. That's the thing is like I built the other jet using that front and I nailed it the first time. And this one here, I did not nail it at all. Wait a second, but it was doing nose up. So this needs to be also I think this would be, these are unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Let's just add a couple thrusters here to the back. So just add those two right there. Let's see what this even does. Yep. So this needs to be assigned to channel go forward, which is just channel 3. Channel 3. Yeah, Nocturnal. Guilty. 100% guilty. We do need a nose back down, though, I think. Nose back down thruster. We're just gonna drop it on here. It's so ugly, but we need it. So that's for nose back down. Nose back down. So which would be channel W. We could push that nose down. Okay, here we go. Just so we can get in. Turn that off. Okay. Flip this thing back over. That's too much. Now it's wanting to nose to the ground. So we take that one off. And now it's going to work great. Turn the balloon off. There we go. Pull up. There we go. Now we have a flying jet. Oh! Yeah, so yeah, you can make flying jets in Lego Fortnite. You could already kind of do that with Pucks. Well, this is what he's been doing. But yeah, this is kind of that nose control stuff. But yeah, we are officially flying without balloons. Like, this is actually like not even bad. This is not bad at all. Yeah, and this is. There we go. Take off. Yeah, this is not bad at all. Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, balloons are not necessary now. Has Puck been building these things without balloons? Because I don't really need a balloon. Oh, until I crash. Yeah, I don't need a balloon anymore. I may just build my ships without balloons just because it's fun. Like, this is just enjoyable. And it adds that challenge of, can you fly it? Yeah, I was supposed to make a flying octopus, but I haven't gotten there. Because it adds a time element. Like, you have to be on top of it. You have to be on top of what you're flying. What is that sound? I just heard a sound of a thing. Woo-hoo. Yeah, bro. Like, this is a whole lot of fun. The movement looks a little more real as well because of the fall with gravity. Yeah. Oh, pull up. Oh. Yeah, how's that? Who's the pilot now? Crashes into a tree immediately. Now we just need, okay, now I kind of want this. Where you could have wings that would provide lift. Well, you could simulate that. You just need a couple Zeppelin balloons. Zeppelin thrusters. Like, so as you're flying, if you push the go forward button, it just activates both of those. So then you have like stable flight. Like, see, like if you just had those. Oh, what? No, no, that's why we need balloons. Get my ship out of the water. Come out, bro. Come out. I need to. I need you, man. I need you, man. I need my ship. Get your butt out of the water. I need you, man. Please tell me I can reach this lever. I should be able to reach that lever. What do you mean I can't reach that lever? Fine, we're going to add a lever up here on this, up here. This is where I should actually add that balloon. Hold up. Right there. I should add the balloon right there. With the thruster, put the lever back here. And you need to be assigned to the channel. Well, we can also break that balloon. I can't see it because the foam is in the way. There we go. I think I broke it. I just couldn't. I can't see what it's doing. So you need to be assigned to channel 4 and only 4. This is just in for getting it out of the water, chat. Okay. Sit. Oh, you gotta turn that balloon off. Yep. There we go. You missed being able to flip switches and build through walls, but I understand with my why they changed it. Yeah. Oh, that changes the center of gravity having that balloon up there. That's not good. Yeah, I need a couple medium. Well, it's more maybe more enjoyable having the small thrusters being the Zeppelin. It'd be more snappy if I added the. Oh, crash landing. Oh man, sorry chat. I'm just enjoying flying this thing more than I should be crashing it. Flip it up right. Let's add that balloon back here because that balloon needs to not be there. We could break the switch. Well, no, the switch has to be up there to be able to be grabbed. Well, that doesn't change the center mass. Oh, and the other thing we need to do is we need to put these thrusters. Let's grab that switch. Just turn that on, just to get it nose up, so we can work under the wings. Okay, let's add these thrusters here, because they're going to be more important. There we go. So now this one needs to be channel D, and this one needs to be channel A. Okay. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that should give us way more. Yeah, that gives us way more control. Oh, gotta remember. Yeah, you actually still have to fly this thing. But yeah, we can do a full barrel and just crash the plane. Yeah, that's pretty fun. With these new physics changes, this is a lot more interesting. And that was a really good decision that they made about making the thrusters toggle on and off like this instead of the original. Oh, through the loop. Now I just need a cannon on this thing now. Yeah, I need a cannon on this. Okay. Take it under the ocean. Fly it back out. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to make an octopus another day. How many zeppelins equal the small thruster? 4. 4 is the answer. But it's not actually a true comparison. Let's see if we can just land this on his tail real quick. I think the answer is you're supposed to park it this direction so that you can actually get in and out without having to activate a balloon. So yes, it is way better. So the small, go watch my shorts, Groovy Builds. Go watch my shorts. I posted this information in there. The answer is 4 of the Zeppelin steering thruster, which I think should be called the mini thruster, equal 1 small thruster. But that is in power. That is not in max speed. The max speed of the mini Zeppelin, the Zeppelin steering thruster versus the minis, the max speed of the Zeppelin steering thruster is 7.4 meters per second, and the max speed of the small thruster is like 12 meters per second. So it's almost double the speed. The max speed. Yeah, I don't know if that helps. Yeah, just go binge watch for the next week. Some of the shorts are more where the information's at. I just kind of dumped that into the shorts there. And then, yeah. So, okay, yeah, guys, toys are back on the menu. You guys need to go play with toys and go build some stuff. Also, let's see if we can pull that off. Oh, yeah, boy. Because this simulation with the whole new, crash landing. With the whole new, with the new toy physics and stuff, this is just so much more smooth. This was a really great call for them to make. If I can actually drive, though. So, yes. Groovy Builds, here's how I calculated it. There is another content creator that I will not name. Great individual, but I believe his testing was flawed. How I calculated my max speed is I used balloons to bring me to an elevation. So I'm flying. And then what I did is I just pinged myself. And then what we can do is we can see, as long as we're going straight, which this ship is not, we can watch we can watch that counter go away. And then what I can do is I can go back into editing, and I can see if I'm flying for 10 seconds. Well, if I'm flying, we do 10 seconds instead of 1 second because 10 gives us some error. Like yeah. What we do is we then we calculate meters per second, just off that pin, because we can see how many meters we traveled every second. We just do 10 seconds, so we have a larger pool. So if there's off by a couple numbers, that averages out over 10 seconds. That makes it easier for the math because you just drop a 0 off. But what we want to do is we want to make sure, because you don't immediately go to max speed. There's a build-up where your ship is getting up to speed. So as long as you have enough thrusters for the mass, you can calculate that. So I can actually show you. I could show you my test, but I'd have to pull that up out of CapCut, and I don't. Actually, that's on my other computer, so I can't pull that up on this one during the stream because it's on my other laptop. But yeah, so the interesting thing that you would need to know, thrusters have a max speed, but this is something I didn't publish in there. Actually, I can just straight up show you. I can tell you, and I can also show you visually. Because the thruster has a max speed, if you exceed that thruster's max speed, what happens is it will actually slow the ship down. So if you have a combination of jumbo thrusters and large thrusters, it will be slower than if you just have jumbo thrusters, assuming you have reached the thruster's max speed. If you haven't reached the thruster's max speed, all the thrusters will help get a mass moving, but if you have like the Zeppelin steering thrusters on there, it will actually slow the ship down. So let me show you here. So if you just even look off to the distance there, as soon as I activate these, you see how it slows us down, speeds us up. Oh, let's actually fly. It's kind of hard to see on us right here, right now. But so if you watch the stuff as they go by here, so there's max speed, and then this, see how it slows it down? So we're traveling up, and then bam, we activate these, the small thrusters, and it slows us down. It's not speeding us up. And if you go, what it's doing is it's not bringing it, because the small thrusters are fighting the big thrusters. It's not going to break it down really far because they can't overcome the jumbo thrusters. So with the Red Bull, can I made for the show probably didn't need extra thrusters because it can't go any faster. Dude, you're a gift of the LEGO community. Yes, yeah, sweet. I try to do my best. And it is not out of money. It's like, okay, so somebody commented on one of my shorts over on TikTok, and they're like, dude, can you like give me can you gift me something? I'm like, I'm broke, man. I don't do this for money. I calculated it out, and the answer is I make, just on my videos, this is not streams, I make 2.5 cents per hour that I've put into my videos. If you calculate out if I'm paid per hour, I make 2.5 cents per hour. That's not the streams. I did not throw the streams in there. Yeah. I don't make money. And the 2.5 cents is people that I know personally gifting me like during a stream or whatever, like straight up. In the last 2 years, I have made $80. I think Haskins has donated like 60. Yeah, Haskins I think has donated like $60, and then Kaboom I think has donated like 20, $30. So yeah, pretty much the two of them are single-handedly funding this channel. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I love the game, because I love you guys, and I want to give you guys all this information. I love this game. I want this game to succeed. And the other thing I want to do is I want to show people that you don't need money to do really cool things in this game. That's why Groovy Builds, if you go look at my tutorials, they, with the exception of some of the earlier ones that I used free parts that I had unlocked, I don't release tutorials that, like, this here will never be a tutorial. I will not release this as a tutorial on my channel. If you want to watch my stream and build it, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to release this as a tutorial unless I can build it for free. I would release this as a tutorial if I also could build it out of free parts. Let's actually go look over. I may actually be able to make this one for free. So I could technically release this as a tutorial. This is not, in my opinion, great enough to release as a tutorial. It's cool. Yeah, I do it for the love of the game. So the Luftwaffe longboat is in a gray area. So technically you can unlock it for free in the pass, without purchasing the pass. There's a free section to it. So you can unlock that in the free pass. And I believe there may actually be, yeah, okay, there are these curve pieces, which means I could release this as a tutorial. It's just something I threw together. I don't know if I actually want to make a tutorial, but that's what ended up happening with the Podracer. I was really late and I needed something cool to show off in the background, and so I released a YouTube short talking about the jumbo thruster, and in the back there's a Podracer, and then everybody's like, we need a tutorial, and I'm like, okay, if enough people ask, I'll make it. And then a lot of people kept asking. So I made the tutorial because I found out that I could also do it with free parts. So technically this one could be built because you could build it with free parts. So I could release this as a tutorial. I don't know if this is groundbreaking, and well, it probably is groundbreaking enough to make a tutorial. I don't know if this is good enough for me to release as a tutorial. It's cool. It's really cool. But I think there's other things that you could do to make this more interesting. I don't know. It is pretty cool. It's really fun to fly. That's what I'm saying. Like these new physics, they are really fun. They're very fun to mess with. They're really fun to mess with. Yeah, I do like the new camera is really good here. Oh no, I'm gonna crash. You don't think you've ever built something from a tutorial? So I'm not going to push you for one. I like taking info and making out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, make your own stuff, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The one thing I will say about tutorials, is even if you don't build them, watching them might show you some of this stuff. So that's one of the things that I've done, that I've tried to do with my tutorials, is it's not that why I'm. This would technically fall into that category. So with this vehicle, it's not just a tutorial. It's I'm introducing a new concept. So in this case, I would maybe make a tutorial about this just because the fact that we can now make vehicles that don't require balloons. Like this is honestly, the more I'm flying it, this is actually really easy to fly. You don't need balloons, and I think that is. I think Puck's been talking about that for a while. Like you don't really need balloons, but I might turn this into a tutorial. I'm not sure. The other thing I try to do with my tutorials is I'm not building massive things in my tutorials because I want the tutorial to be short. Yeah, so I do try to keep that info as dense as possible, because I want to be respectful of people's times. I know. So if I cared more about doing well on YouTube, the answer is I should make my videos 8 minutes long. If you notice, there's a lot of videos that are over 8 minutes, because if a video is over 8 minutes, then you can add mid-roll ads. And if you add mid-roll ads, then the video does better. You can make more money off of it. I don't really care about that. The one thing I would say that would be nice is if I can hit the next monetization threshold. So yeah, the way you could help me is if you go watch my stuff, then I get more watch hours. And if I can get up to 4,000 watch hours within the last 365 days, what happens is I hit that next threshold, and then I can turn off. I believe I can set custom ads for my live streams, and I can turn them off for the stream. If you have YouTube Premium, you don't see ads. But for those that don't have YouTube Premium, they see ads during my live streams. So if I can hit that next monetization threshold, I will actually start passively making income from the YouTube, because like currently people watch my video, they might get an ad. If I can turn it off, I will. If I can't, I get money for the ad being on the video. But during live streams, I can, yeah. But the thing is that only on videos, or does that include? Yes, so it does include lives. So if you watched, I actually had a 12-hour live stream. I think I calculated it out to where if I could get 25 people to watch my 12-hour live stream for 2 weeks. I would hit my monetization threshold, but I don't know 25 people that would be willing to do that. And they would literally have to just like put it on when they go to bed. And I don't know if YouTube would be like, this seems suspicious that they're watching it every night for 2 weeks. This ship is actually kind of cool. The more I fly it, it's actually a lot of fun. This may end up turning into a tutorial, just because it introduces a new concept, and that's one of the things that I've tried to do. So like the spatula that I did, that one introduces the concept that you can pick up creatures, and you can drop them, and you can kill them with fall damage. So you can straight up one-shot a golem. You can straight up one-shot the new. I did it on a previous stream just because I wanted to test it. There's the new golem that's got like the. I guess he's not actually that powerful. He's the Oni golem. Where is he? He's the Oni golem. That one, like you can one-shot. You can't one-shot the dragons. Where is it? You can one-shot the Lost Master. You just pick him up and then you just drop him. Unfortunately, that tutorial is already outdated because they changed physics. But the concept is there. And then so you could. I think the Spire Titan might not go so well. Because I think he zaps. I tried doing the Spire Titan, but he like destroys your ship before you really can get it in the air. Yeah, it's the Oni Stonebreaker. Yeah, you can. Is there a reason you're not on Twitch too? The answer is why I'm not on Twitch is because it's more work to set it up on Twitch. If people wanted me to figure out the Twitch side, I could also stream on Twitch. But then here's the other problem. If I also stream on Twitch, I technically have a Twitch account. It's a Bide Guy MC. Because a Bide Guy was taken and I was playing Minecraft at the time, so I just did a Bide Guy MC. So the problem about if I streamed on Twitch too is then it would divide chat. So if people wanted to talk to each other, like I think one of the things that live streams why they're good is I think live stream is the modern arcade. What you used to do is people older people, as in older than me, not my generation, the previous generation, what they would do is they would go to the arcade. You go to the arcade for two reasons, social reasons, and you'd go, you'd hang out, you could play some video games, but there was a social aspect to it. And I think that's where we're in an era where people are very lonely. We are like I think they're calling it like a loneliness epidemic, where people don't have friends. So I think having streams allows you to be able to connect with people, even if it's like if it's a text to talk conversation. You still get that connection, that human connection. I think it's a poor substitute, and you need to go find actual people in real life and hang out with them. It does not replace in real life relationships, but I think it can help substitute. So back to the arcade thing. People used to go to the arcade to play games, yes, to socialize, but they also to watch. Like you get like a group of people all behind that one guy that's playing the video game, because either you're just waiting for your turn or it's just enjoyable to watch. I used to not understand why people watch live streams. I'm like, it's just so boring. Why don't you just go play the game instead of watching somebody play a game? But then when I think about it from the perspective of an arcade, where somebody is watching somebody play an arcade game, you have that social aspect where the people are together watching this guy play. So I think the same thing happens in chat. Is you guys are watching me play, but you're also socializing with me, and you guys can also then chat with each other. So because you guys are in a active live chat room, you guys can bounce each other. You can bounce thoughts or questions off of each other. You can bounce questions off of me. If I don't know the answer, there is a wealth of knowledge of people that are watching this stream right now. I know Kaboom2084 has got a lot. He was kind of doing other things in the background, so I'm not sure if he's still here or not, if he had to take off. I know. Let me go up, looking through the chat. Who's in here right now? I'm actually not sure who's all in here. Lego Master. We got so Kaboom was in here. The problem is I haven't had a chance to play with some of you guys, so I don't know some of the technical know-hows that you guys, how much you guys have. I know that Serto was in here. I guess I just saw that. Groovy Builds. I guess. Were you the one that has the octopus? I think you were the one that has the octopus. Yeah, Groovy Builds. Like you have, just looking at this, like if I just look at the 2 seconds clip of watching you build that octopus, like you are a very technically minded person. And so if other people in the chat had a question, they would be able to, you would have you have information that I don't have. Yes, I do know about the garden plots. I did run across that myself. I'm not the first person to run across it. I can't claim none of that stuff. I haven't really messed with it much because I didn't know. Oh, welcome in. Is it Paz? I'm trying to pronounce your name. It's past my bedtime, and I am not succeeding. I'm gonna try this. Pazorodrid. My brain is melting. Anyways, welcome in. I apologize that I am not pronouncing your name right. Welcome in. If you were curious what we were doing, I was messing with balloonless. Well, okay, I'm gonna activate a balloon here just so I can get in the driver's seat. So it's I say balloonless, and then I immediately activate a balloon. Balloonless. Oh, come on. Flip over. Balloonless. Balloonless flight. So we can like now we don't really need balloons. We can build all kinds of toys and ships and flying stuff that doesn't need balloons because the jets are just so powerful now. Oh, I'm always doing something crazy. That's something you can guarantee. So this is the ship that we just kind of threw together for fun because I wanted to see if more of a jet-like thing. But then this one here is more like a. This one here is more like a the what are those called? It almost looks more sci-fi-ish. But it's more like a drone because it's got like the four. Was kind of the thought I was going for with that. We could strafe right and we could strafe left. So yeah, that's what craziness we were currently doing. Oh, and then crash landing. So yeah, that's what we were doing. Originally the video was supposed to be about me fixing the X-Wing and the Slave 1. We did succeed at doing that, and I'll have to timestamp those. And then when people have questions when they do those tutorials, I will tell them, hey, go watch this little portion of this live stream if you want to see how it's fixed. Anyways, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Thirsty. If there's stuff that you guys want me to do, true, no need for balloons now. In flight, you just use balloons to stabilize height. Yeah, you can use balloons. Yes, balloons are still very useful. They are no longer a requirement. It used to be you could not make a vehicle without balloons. I tried back in the day. I tried this design, but I tried even with using 3 channels because I'm like, I can't, in my brain, I can't do 4 channels and try to figure out how do I do 4 because my brain was just not computing. But yeah, with the new, because you're like have to tap on and then tap off, and then you get confused between all 4 of the channels. But in this case, this one here just uses these 4 thrusters, and it's because they auto turn off. They auto turn off, and so you just let go of the button, and you don't have to like try to calculate in your mind which channels were on and which channels were off. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this dude, toys. We have entered the era, which is like toy building 2.0, because we had a really cool, like, everybody was exploring and finding new things. There are so many new things to find right now. Got to get in there and play with toys. And I'm gonna go to bed so my brain can categorize all this stuff. Have a good one. See ya.